What's up, guys? How are we doing today? I'll be right back.
Said I thought I was the only one. Said I me, you call your number one. I thought I was the one. Why did you lead me on so long? And she said to me, did you even notice that I don't call you anymore?
All right, welcome,
Did you
guys.
even notice that I don't pick up your calls?
Oluwatobi. All right, make that request, Oluwatobi, and join because I wanted to discuss something here. I wanted to discuss something here, so make that request and let's come online and let's start this show real quick. And I'm going to be allowing women to come on the show also. Let's go into it and start and see what's going to happen. How are you doing, my brother?
Doctor, I'm very fine, sir. Ẹ káalẹ́, sir.
Báwo ni gbogbo ẹ̀?
Adúpẹ́ Ọlọ́run bá mi.
Àlàáfíà ni.
Olúwa ṣeun, sir.
All right.
Trust you're doing good over there, sir.
I'm good. We started a topic like about a day or two ago. We're
Yes,
talking
sir.
about rejection, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
I was able to lay down the foundation when it comes to the part of we guys. Yeah, we guys, we have been rejected and we're not happy about it. And women believe that it's not enough reason to cheat. It's not enough reason to cackle. It's not enough reason to be watching TV upstairs and not come downstairs. It's not enough reason for you not to eat at home. But I believe it's enough reason. Rejection is crazy. All right, it's not good. Nothing I have is truly mine. How you doing, bro? I believe rejection is painful. I believe rejection could lead to divorce. What do you think?
Sir, everything you mentioned is actually enough for a man for a man to act that way, because it's bad. Rejecting your spouse, your husband, now.
I know.
So to me, sir, it's enough. It's enough.
It's enough.
I don't know
I
for
need you
other.
guys to power
I don't know
tap,
for any
power
other
tap.
guy, but for me,
Put your finger on that screen and just tap it. Let's go to 50,000 likes. Put it right there so we can actually send this particular live show out of the roof at this time. I'm going to allow women to come also as my brother is going to break it down to us. I want you to power tap. Place your hand on that glass and keep on tapping until we get to the point where we're going. Right, go ahead, my brother.
okay, sir. Should I go with a recap of what you said the other time, sir? Or
I want to know your own
what will you?
side of the story. I want to know, what do you feel? How do you see it? Do you think Dr. Shola is just exaggerating, or do you think I'm just lying on the women?
To be candid, doctor, when a woman does that, it's just a typical example of what has actually happened to me in my marriage.
Yeah.
And when we actually began, my wife was actually a full milk.
Deeply, can you mute your line? There is a lot of background noise coming from you.
Should I say she's quite an opposite of what I really dreamt of, what I actually desired.
Wow.
But like what you said the other day, said that we have to bring out the best in them.
Yeah.
I can tell you, at times she's just exactly, when it comes to intimacy and this thing, she's just exactly like not the active one. She's not the active one, to be precise. And these actually caused me a lot of mental stress. And there are times that I will just, she knows that I'm somehow conky or something. She will just be like, "What's happening?"
Yeah.
And I keep sharing these things to her. Do this, let's do this, let's do this. This is the thing. But she couldn't fathom the importance of that rejection, the importance of embracing your husband, not rejecting your husband from the onset. So I just found a way of getting someone who I knew was a good counselor. So I just pushed that there, and I made sure they had a one-on-one talk with each other. Meanwhile, I've cautiously poured out my mind to her, even in the presence of the counselor. So not like actually pointing an accusing finger, but one way or the other, sharing our weaknesses.
Yeah.
Because, and to be candid, she just discovered that things began to change. Though from the for the first 2 3 years, it was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
She would just Victor, what's happening? There was happening. And when other ladies are calling, actually, I'm not cheating on her, but she just discovered that I communicate more with people, with others, and that communication, there was a bridge between I and her, a big one, so much that we can't actually communicate that long any longer due to those rejection.
Yeah.
There are times that, okay, I do my things myself. I don't
But
even
let me ask
bother
you this. Let
asking
me
her.
ask you this. How do you normally feel when you get rejected?
So I feel like I'm not doing enough. I say if I'm incompetent. I say if I'm not worthy. I say if I'm nothing. I'm not loved. To be ahead, that's the major thing,
What do
because
you
I
normally tell
actually
you? What
fall
do you
in love
normally
with
tell
me.
yourself about it? Like, does it normally come through your mind that I'm never gonna act? I'm never gonna ask this woman for sex anymore.
It has come over and over repeatedly. That
Yeah.
has done over and over repeatedly, sir.
And then eventually you change your mind.
I did. Oh, it took me a long while before I. It was after the
The
counselor
counselor.
did, yeah, worked on some things before I was able to. Even while she was
And
doing it,
even during that time that you were not really asking, she wasn't bothered.
she wasn't bothered because
That's my problem right there. That's the
the
biggest problem
where,
that I have right here.
sir,
So I didn't
she
think you
actually, there
did
was
that stuff for 3 years. That's how it's gonna be, right?
sir, I told her that one day. I said, "Go and marry your Jesus.
You see what I'm
Just
saying?
go and,
So I didn't think you kept
just
quiet
go and
for
marry
three
your
years,
Jesus."
and she's gonna continue to cope like that.
I said, "Just go and marry your Jesus." She said, she was actually teaching me about the Holy Spirit, and I was like,
Holy
what? What
Spirit,
the hell? What the
Holy
hell?
Spirit in the
You know,
midst of in the center of the heart. Holy what?
you know, I would just be like, what? Oh my God. And, at a point in time, sir, some people
Deeply said,
within
Holy Spirit is
noticed,
romantic.
yeah, that's actually what she said.
All right,
She
no.
kept on
Deeply
saying
is gonna
that
come and talk a whole later. Let's keep on going
Holy,
first.
Holy Spirit is affectionate. Holy Spirit is, he said the way Holy Spirit pamper me. Okay, a physical person is pampering you.
Daddy way de pampa.
You are not feeling it. You are telling me Holy Spirit is
You're
pampering
telling
you.
me Holy Spirit is
What's this
romantic.
now?
Okay.
What's this now, Doctor? And it took grace,
It is
because
great.
at that time she had actually turned me to something else.
Jesus Christ.
She
At
had
that time,
actually
you must
turned me
have
to
been
something.
dancing soapy.
No, 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 no.
You didn't dance
I,
soapy.
I, I was able to, even ahead of time before the marriage, though I had expectations,
Yeah.
there was this self-control.
Yeah.
There was self-control, but at the same time, um, there are motivations. There are times that you have to release your stress release that forced energy, your stress,
Yeah.
release that forced energy.
Yeah.
Because there are times that after intimacy and this thing, you just find out that you get more inspired. I don't know for others, but for me, it's beyond what some people take it for. So I was doing fine on my own though, but that there was a big uh loophole between I and her.
Yeah.
So she's more or less like a single woman at that point.
Okay.
Let me just say she's single.
Okay.
Because the only thing, good morning, okay, anything she wants, at times I made the provision, but
Yeah.
the communication gap is totally offset. At
Okay.
times she might even be needing something I don't even know. I don't even bother.
You don't even
I
bother
no
to.
longer
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
So she brought out the negativity in me, and I wasn't pleased with it.
Yeah.
So I just pray that women understand these things. Because
Right.
at times they've just fought the man. That man is somehow, this man is like this man is like this,
Let's
not
go.
knowing that
Let's
it's
go to
due
them
to
now
their.
and go and listen to what they got to say deeply. Oh yeah, speak out. Speak out deeply. Want to hear you. Want to hear your own perception about this whole thing. Deeply is not talking. Can anybody come on? Is anybody interested in coming on, please?
I'm on a public bus, doctor. I'm going to
But you
get
are
to
the
you.
one that made the request to join. That was why I added you. Come on. All right, can somebody else come? We want women to come. We want women to come in and come and talk about this. Women, ladies, we want the ladies to come. Where are you guys? Are you guys afraid to come and defend yourselves? Okay, let's see if somebody is trying to request here. All right, let's bring my sister, DK
Thank
Jonah.
you.
How are you?
Yes, I'm doing great. How are you today, sir?
I am good too. All right, go ahead.
I was about to scroll out and I wasn't here from the beginning. And I want to
So why did you
I'll just
make
say
the
what
request? Why
wait,
did you make?
no, that's what I was to say. I was about to scroll out. Then you know when you see a video, you're scrolling, then I saw you. I've never come for your live call, but I wasn't here from the beginning. So I
Okay.
want to ask a couple, or I just want to comment on the part I listened to. When you said she brought out the worst in you. And then because I know that there's some people do bring out certain parts in us. It's
No,
every
no,
race and
you don't
every.
understand. You don't understand what we're talking about. We're
So
talking
that's why I
about.
said I saw rejecting your husband, and I'm like brought
All
out the
right, when we talk
worst.
about
Okay,
rejecting, is it on this platform we're very raw people. We don't
okay.
hide things. Now, when we're talking about rejection, we're talking about sex here. Now, once a woman is rejecting the husband, all right,
Yes.
she's digging for trouble. And we
Definitely. If
men,
anybody's rejecting the other,
we go through a lot of pain when we get rejected. All right.
interesting.
And then you women
Yes.
don't ask for sex. So you cannot understand what we go through when we get rejected.
Agreed.
Okay, so the topic
So
here is
culturally,
let women come and tell us exactly what is wrong. What is the problem with them?
so that's why I want to go to culturally. As Christians, we are taught to be modest. As Christian women, we are brought up on the purity culture. And that purity culture sometimes doesn't make you even comfortable in front of your spouse, where you are not able to express yourself when you need something based on conversations. But I also know that, yes, if you've gone for counseling, if you've gone for certain things and the woman is still uncomfortable, then do you owe her a duty of care to make her comfortable or do things that will make her comfortable with you in order for her to want to be with you?
What do
Are
you
you
mean comfortable? What do you mean comfortable? When she
this
was
one,
coming into marriage, she doesn't understand that sex is
she
part of marriage.
understands. She
And so
understands.
what do you mean
No,
comfortable?
no, just listen to me, please.
I'm
So
trying
please
to.
listen to understand. You're trying to, but you are not listening to
I am
understand. The
trying
first
to.
part I said,
It's just
but let
weird
me
to
just
me.
finish.
It's
It's
just like
not.
me. Is it my
You
sister
asked us
DK?
our perspective. You asked us to come out and speak honestly.
DK, listen to me. Let me tell you my part. It's just like me now coming into marriage with you, and then I'm now expecting you to make me comfortable to ask for sex from you.
No, that's why I said, listen to what I'm saying. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, you asked us for our perspective, and I came up and I'm explaining
I
what
want to
I
know,
know.
is what I want to know is, what do you mean by make you comfortable?
You can't. Sex starts before the bedroom, right? It's all the things that men do and women do that lead them to that place. Sometimes some men have weaponized incompetence, sometimes some women have weaponized incompetence. But sex, that's why I said two things. I said culture and religion.
No, we are no longer in the
women-
culture. We live in overseas countries. We live in Canada.
Yes,
we live in America. We live in London.
We still, yes, sir, but we still have that upbringing. You asked
No,
for our
I
opinion.
don't think we should still have it. We are educated and exposed now.
We're
supposed to be able to live above all that stuff.
Understood. We're educated and exposed.
Yes.
But they are set. That's why I came the way I came. We're educated, we're exposed, we know better, we should do better. But is that the reality? So why are women not like that? That's not the reality.
That's the question we're
that
asking
is not
right
the
now.
reality. So if you find yourself in that situation, there are two people in that relationship.
Why should they get stuck in the situation?
They are stuck in the situation because it starts in the mind. The mindset, we are trying to force the mind to change.
No, so I really don't think my wife.
No.
DK, I don't think my wife of 34 years, I don't think my wife of 34 years supposed to be comfortable for me to touch her breast when she's cooking. I don't think my wife of 34 years to be comfortable. Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. So if a woman is that way and it's a problem, if she is that way and it's a problem, are we not supposed to say, okay, how can we fix it? We should not say, but why are you like this? So that's why conversations. Please, can I just say what I have to say?
You know how I work.
No, please.
You know how I work is once you're talking towards a direction, and that direction is kind of like
a direction, but then I am saying something because you asked a question. So if you ask me a question,
can I ask you a question?
No, let me just say what I want to say. No, let me just say what I want to say.
Can I ask you one
before you ask my question, let me just because we're joking.
Can I ask you one question before you?
No, I was saying something.
Are you a married woman?
I'm not a married woman.
Okay, you don't understand Jack about what I'm talking about.
I don't understand, Jack. I agree, but you asked me a question, and I came up and I came to answer you. And I'm saying that. No, listen,
the very first thing you said was make me comfortable. No, that's not a marriage. Making me comfortable is not a marriage.
It's not a marriage, but why? I'm speaking because I have spoken to. I'm not speaking just from my own experience or anything. You asked a question about why women don't do certain things.
The experience will be very
and
important.
I said, lived experience is different. That's the truth. If I was married, it's a different thing. But you asked a question, and I came up to give an answer. And you're not even allowing me. Because if you've been listening,
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Make your point. Yeah, make your point.
Thank you.
And be fast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I said, if the woman has a problem with it, then it should be something they discuss. If she's still having a problem, then they should seek help. That's it. So if we're saying that this woman has a problem and we are just going to keep, let's say, praying it away, doing other things to try and, no, there is a problem. She's not comfortable. So even if she has a different mindset, the upbringing and that culture still plays a role. That is just the perspective I am saying. I did not blame anybody.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, I was just about to say last word.
Okay, go ahead.
I did not blame anybody. Yes, I did not blame anybody. And like you said, you're making me laugh. I did not blame anybody. I just said, holding your lips is not making. Please just talk. I'm not saying anything, okay?
Because DK, I want us to be real as much as possible. You know why women are losing their marriage? You know why women are losing marriage?
Doctor.
Why?
Because of this same thing that you're saying. They are not willing to work on themselves. They're not.
Doctor.
The ones that are supposed to lose weight, they refuse to lose weight. The ones that are supposed to go to see a doctor, they refuse to go and see a doctor. They now believe that because I'm married, the guy must not cheat. No matter what he's getting, even though he's not getting sex, even though he's not getting all this thing, he still doesn't have the right to cheat. You see, they are doing it because they don't want to help themselves. But you see, the men, we want sex in a good way. That's number one. If you know you cannot give sex, don't go to marriage. Leave marriage alone. If you understand that, if you feel like I have to make you comfortable for me to touch your breast, Please don't marry me. Don't marry me. You got to be comfortable when you're coming to marry that this is what you do. It's just like you're telling me right now that when I hire you to be my PA, and every day I wake up in the morning, I must make you comfortable to do your job.
That's different.
No, it's not different. It's the same thing.
So it's building intimacy. So that's why I said, if she has, did you hear what I said after? If she has a problem and she is still that way, then she should seek help.
Okay,
is it that part of it? So it's not just praying it away and saying,
is it that part of it is what is missing, and that part of it is what I'm talking about for women to seek help.
We don't have conversations. I was talking to a friend recently, and I said the truth is we don't have real conversations about certain things. If this is something that you are struggling with, then you open up and speak about it. You're either shut down or you're not even allowed to express yourself, because sometimes when you dig
it's because you are not yet married. That's why you don't understand.
No. I'm saying I'm not talking about between the man and wife. I'm not talking about the.
People talk about things all the time. A lot of women just don't want to change.
Doctor, permit me to say this, sir.
No, I'm not coming to you. Let me go to Wells something. Who is Wells something? I'll come back to you, Bilal. I'll come back to you.
Okay, sir.
Wells.
Okay, sir.
Hi, doctor.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Good.
So I am actually married, and August is my 20th year.
Happy married life.
Thank you. Well, it's not an easy journey, but it's a journey for both parties to work on intentionally.
Yeah.
And I listened to what the last speaker has been saying. And for women, I would say that I'm talking from experience, right?
Yeah. Sex
for me or for women is more of it has more to do with the emotional part of it. For men, men could just see a woman like the physical features and be moved, right? But for women, it has more to do with there has to be an emotional connection.
But we are connected. We are married already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even in marriage, right?
We are connected. We are married already. I took you to the altar.
Yeah,
but I paid your bride price.
Yeah, there are some times that your partner could hurt you intentionally or unintentionally, that maybe you guys are fighting, unresolved issues and stuff like that. It's not at that time. Sex may not be.
No, then what happened to dialogue?
Yeah, even if you talk about have some conversations, you understand? You don't just let things go like that, like once and for all. Sometimes it may take some time to heal. Then sometimes you may have a partner that may not want to dialogue or just not want to talk things out, and you know how it is. Some people are not good communicators. Some people don't want to talk about things at all. They just want to move on from fights. So sometimes it's always like built up as well. When you have unresolved issues that have been built up, you don't resolve things.
I am talking from experience. A lot of you guys don't understand what I'm saying here. You think I'm interrupting you. I don't want you guys to talk. I'm talking from experience here. I have counseled over 47,000 couples in my life. I still have records here. The major thing that is actually affecting homes is because women don't control themselves. They always want to react instead of talking. Men, they love to talk about things, deal with it, and let's move on.
Not all men, Dr. Shola, not all men. Some men are different, some women are different as well.
Now, I want to help a lot of women out for them to be able to stay in relationship. Okay, thank you for muting. To stay in a relationship, it is very good. It is very, very good for you to have a discussion time whereby you sit down, you talk with your husband about what is affecting you. Number one, if he's not ready to listen, call a counselor. The moment you are reacting, now, sister, I just want to be truthful. The moment you start reacting and you say, I don't feel like having sex, don't touch me, don't do this, I'm not going to lie to you. Even if that man is a pastor, he's going to step out that marriage, and you are helping him to do so.
But you know that in as much as he doesn't want to listen, or both of you are not dialoguing, and you feel that he has the right to look away, The woman also has, it's not like
Of
she has
course,
the
of
right, but
course,
it's
nobody's
possible
holding
that she can
anybody
also
down.
get
Nobody's
yeah,
holding
it's
her.
both ways.
Nobody's
It's
holding
both
her
ways.
down. You know what you
Yeah,
just
it's
did?
both
The
ways.
two of you
So
just
that's
succeeded in
it's
destroying your
important for
relationship.
both to communicate.
The two of you just succeeded in destroying a relationship.
Yes. So
Okay,
communication
that's
is
what I'm saying.
important for both parties. For both parties.
That's what I'm saying.
To resolve things.
So the issue here is, for me, I can never go to bed until I resolve the issue that is between myself and my wife. Never. I will not go to sleep.
True. I'm that way as well. True.
Okay, I will not go to sleep. So anybody going to sleep and you're sleeping and snoring, and even though there is a situation, you're digging a grave for yourself. I don't care how emotional you may be. I don't care how sensitive you are. You have to understand conflict resolution. We can't sleep until we do, because if I go to sleep,
that's where I am.
It is
as
the
well.
devil that is going to massage me when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay? And the devil will massage you too when you're sleeping. And then when we wake up the next day, I'm going to start thinking about things that you didn't even do to me. Then I'll be more angry.
Yes. Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So, and then these people that are in the comment section are not listening. They don't understand Jack. That you need to kill self. You see, you know why I don't celebrate Easter? You want me to tell you? I don't celebrate Easter. You know why I don't? You are not talking.
Tell me. Yeah.
You want me to tell you?
Listen.
Jesus Christ died, he resurrected 2,000 years ago. You know what should be dying right now? Myself, my pride, my ego, supposed to be dying, and then I'm resurrecting into a good life. Not Jesus. He died, he resurrected already. He's on the right side of the Father interceding for us. There's no reason for me now to be saying he died though, he just resurrected. No, he didn't just resurrect. He resurrected 2,000 years ago. What he asked from me is, present yourself a living sacrifice. Me. What should die is me, myself, my ego, my sensitivity. Supposed to die. They're supposed to die. I'm supposed to be able to open up to my husband. I am not happy with you. You have hurt me in a way that I'm not happy with you. And you see, if it has happened like this, I don't know how I feel about you anymore. But once you start reacting, you are not helping situation. You are damaging the relationship. But when you open up, why do you think counselors always talk about dialogue? We talk about dialogue because we know once you talk about things, the opposite sex or the partner will understand that you are not happy in this relationship, and this and this and these are the reasons why you're not happy. But you're not explaining it to me. How do you think I'm going to know when I'm not the Holy Spirit? And then the next thing you want to do is to now use sex as a weapon of punishment to punish me. Now I'm not going to be punished.
I don't think it's always like intentional, right?
I won't be punished. I will find a way out.
It's used to punish. I don't think so. It's not most times that it's used to punish. You just don't feel like it when issues are not resolved. Like I told you, you're a different man saying that you like to resolve things, right? But not all men are like you. Yeah. You know, some men don't want to resolve. They just want to like, okay, let's forget about it. And it doesn't work that way.
That's why we're talking to them. As long as you don't
resolve issues, there will always be conflict. It will always come, then blow up into be something big.
It will come. It will come all the time. And once it's coming, even if a man is not mature enough, let the woman be. Because you see why I'm saying this? Maybe in the olden days, maybe it was kind of like that women will be the one to receive to actually show that the every part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because you guys happen. The kids are going to be with you. And then you have to carry them. I have counseled a couple that the woman told me, I should have done it in a different way, sir. I'm really sorry. I think I messed up because I allow my emotions to push me. And I was able to appeal to the man. I said, sir, it's possible for people to react based on their emotions. And what do you want to do right now? I think the woman is ready, and she must have learned from her mistake. And if you want to give it a shot one more time, I think she'll do better. And that's where we are right now. And I'm trying to help here. But you guys are not trying to listen. Because at the end of the day, this guy is going to go. And now when this guy leaves, you're not going to be a side chick to a married man. Not all women. I'm not saying all women. Now I'll be a side chick to another married man. And then you start buying dildo all around the place. You start buying vibrator everywhere. And then you become cranky. And instead of you dealing with situation the right way, and then you become cranky. And instead of you dealing with situation the right way, saying women are always wrong. And I'm not saying men are always wrong. What I'm saying is, if the two of us are wrong, or one person is wrong, somebody must be knowledgeable enough to say, you know what, we have to rectify this thing. Let's call a counselor. It's not let us call our pastor, no. It is not let us call our mommy, no. It is not let us call our uncle, no. Let us call a counselor. Because the more you leave it alone, you see, Sister Wells, if I taught you, if I'm married to you, if I taught you first time and you say, I'll give you that one. I'll touch you the second time and you go like, I give you that one too. If I should touch you the third time and you go, I swear by my mother's grave, I may not touch you in the next 3 years. I'm telling you. And I don't really care what is happening at that point in time. I don't even want to know. Maybe I'm the one that's at fault or not. Because you did not tell me what is wrong with you, what you're angry about. All you're doing is that you are rejecting me. You know how painful it is? Sister Wells, have you been rejected before?
No.
No. Sorry, you can't understand me. Prince, have you been rejected before? Prince is not there.
No,
I am here.
How do you feel? How do you normally feel in your heart?
Now, you want me to call the cops that you want to rape me? Mommy, Baba me, wole.
So, Sister Wells, you see, once you have not been rejected, you will not understand what men go through.
I think it took me a while to really understand, how men feel. Because I think for a lot of ladies or women, we don't know the seriousness of the rejection. We don't know how, it deflates the ego. And because I'm saying it from experience. I've not experienced it. I'm not a man, I don't know how it feels.
Women to get rejected, madam.
I know I'm talking for the men. I'm talking about the men now, but my husband had to tell me that this is how I feel. Like there was a pain in his eyes and his voice. Like he had to explain that this is because at the point, like you said, when it tries and tries, it doesn't just try again. And it says, no, I can't do this. And you're wondering, but you have to explain to him, like, this is how I feel. Like, it's actually very painful. Like, it really hurts him. Like, it brings down his self-confidence, So it was from then I understood, like, the effects of it.
That one is even easy. That one is even very easy. The most painful part of it is, we've been married for 10 years, 15 years. She has never demanded for sex before. So it seems like I'm the only one who is wanting her. She doesn't want me. Do you know the kind of pain? Do you know that kind of pain that comes in a man's heart? That is only the one that always want to, what do you call that stuff? He's the one that initiates it.
Initiates.
Yeah. It's very painful. Very, very painful. And then another thing that is painful is if you refuse to initiate it, the women will just stay like as if to say it doesn't matter. Like, nothing happened. And then you as a man will sit down on the couch, I'll be looking at her. Now, will she even show you a sign? Will she even show you a sign?
All these things you're saying, like, I can relate well to it, I can relate to it. It's not like... Because I don't know. It's not like we always like want to have it. Like I don't know how to explain that because it gets to a point, especially when you've been married for a long time, right?
Yeah.
It gets to a point where you don't even really think about it. I'm telling you, you don't. Huh? It's not like your partner is not attractive.
You don't think about what?
You don't think about it the way the men think about it. The men think about.
Because of that, will you allow us to have a side chick?
Of course not. So for me, I try to.
So what are you supposed to do about it?
No. For me, I try to be intentional, like I said, because See, like I try to, because you have to be intentional in your marriage. You have to, in as much
Yeah.
as not every time you don't feel like every time. You just have to be intentional as well, because it's something your partner wants, right?
Yeah.
So you just have to. You have to. If that makes him happy, you
And at
have
the
to
end of the
do
day,
it.
when we are doing it, they are the one. You guys are the ones that say, you know, and then you don't say, why are you pretending like you don't want it?
No, but it's enjoyable. It's a nice thing to have, you know.
Doctor, some women wọ́n máa ń fi iyọ̀ sí ni o. Kò wá látọkàn wọn o. Wọ́n kàn máa ń fi iyọ̀ sí pé jẹ́ ká fi iyọ̀ sí. Irọ́ ni o. Irọ́ ni.
But true, but sometimes it's like that as well. Like, okay, let me just do it to just make him happy. See, I don't know, but that is the truth. It's not every time you want to do it. It's not every time you want to do it. But when you want to give it to him, you don't feel like giving. You just have to like make him happy. That's it. You have to be
But you know
intentional.
what's
Make your
always on
partner
our own
happy.
heart? You know what's on our heart? Do you want
Tell
to tell
me.
me what's on our heart?
Yes.
We want to satisfy you. You know, whenever we want to do it, I want to stay there. I want to stay long. I want to make her feel good. I want to. You know that's why we drink agbo. I don't need agbo to come. I don't need agbo. All I need is just put it in and do bang, 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 2 seconds. I will come. I don't need agbo. I don't need agbo. It is because of you guys we are drinking the agbo. We now finish drinking agbo. Now we now touch you and I say, you just destroy the man. You just destroy him. I'm telling you. And then you guys will not allow us to have side chick. I didn't mean you now say, okay, let us go and hold a meeting as women and say, well, it seems like we are not able to satisfy these men. Let them have a playground so that they can carry all the energy to that place and then they come home whenever they are done and leave us alone.
Why would you want to have side chicks? Why would you want to have that?
Because we are not serviced well. And it's not that we want sex. It's not like we want sex. We need it. That's what makes our head correct. That's what makes us to think right. It's more of resetting our brain. It's more of trying to beat insomnia. Okay? So when you don't have it, it's just like when you got pregnant and your baby is not with you and your breast is swollen. That breast is going to be painful. You want to pump the breast out. That's the same thing with the sperm. Wants to get out. And that's why a lot of men are dancing soapy all around the place because the wife is not giving them. They're dancing soapy everywhere right now and they're going to the bathroom and spending 2 hours there in the bathroom because the women are not giving to them. And then the women that say, I'm giving him sex, they're only lying down on the bed and say, shut up and do something good. And ginger my swagger. No, they don't do that. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying, I know, I understand it because of my years of experience talking to men. And then men all the time, whenever you actually get into counseling session, it's all about infidelity. And then you ask them, but why? But why? And women don't want to listen to it. They say, oh, there's no reason for cheating. There's no reason. Yeah, there are reasons for cheating. You can't just be doing it and expect me to stay with you. You want me to die and not be keep on frown? I always see some dead bodies. Formerly, I'm always afraid to go and see dead bodies in caskets. But now I've gained a little bit of strength. So whenever I go to see caskets, I look at the face of the dead body. Some of the dead body will be smiling on their way to heaven. Because those ones, they already spent all their money. They've had sex, good sex and everything. But some of them, you'll be frowning in the casket. You know that this one didn't enjoy his life at all. And stuff. I mean, I don't want to be that kind of a bitter person going to heaven. I want to be the one that is smiling. I want to enjoy every bit of my life. So you don't want me to go to side chick, then you better up your game. You don't want me to go to side chick, you better give it to me. Like bass balls, anywhere I like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want religion to lock you down. I don't want religion to mess your mind up. You can't use religion to mess yourself up. It's marriage. You got to give it to your husband. You got to be able to demand for sex. It makes a man feel good. When you say, Shola, you say, yes, ma'am. mo nílò ẹ lálẹ́ yìí o, yes ma o, lọ mú ògidìgà àti gbogbo ṣogbontóhun tó gbọ́ láti mú o, so that gbogbo ẹ máa wà pa o, yes ma o. You know, I will just carry my car key and run outside and go and drink all the stuff I need to drink to prepare for the night. I will go to the gym and run. I will just run and get ready. It is because duty already called. I have to answer. But in a situation whereby the wife is just sitting down there, if I am not making the move, she's not making the move. We sleep on the same bed, she's not touching you. Even you are touching her like this, you'll be removing your hand. Even though she want to do, she first of all be removing your hand for like about 30 minutes. And sometimes when you as a man, when you just give up along the line and you say you are no longer testing, and then you turn around, and that's when she now say, I'm no longer inside of it. So my own question is this, my sister. Inside of it. So my own question is this, my sister. Why is it that women cannot understand? Women cannot understand that this is marriage. And inside of this marriage, my responsibility is to satisfy my partner sexually if I'm not willing for him to go outside. Why can't they get that into their brain and say, okay, I have hormonal imbalance. I have to see a doctor to prepare for that. I have been raped before and I don't feel good having sex. I need to see a therapist. All right? Or after childbirth, I'm not even feeling the urge anymore. I need to see a doctor. They need to do all this just to prepare for them to stay in marriage. Why can't they do it? What is stopping them from doing all this? Why is it that they want to lock us up in the prison? And say, okay, it's not enough reason to cheat, even though you are getting sex once in a year. Hello? Once in a what? Are you kidding me? Are you the wine? Or imagine 20 Martin inside be 15. Be 15. And you can't blame me because I don't know when death is going to come. Death is going to come one day. You want me to die and be frowning on my way to heaven? That I didn't enjoy myself? No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. It's different from you being sick. If you are sick, I understand. My wife is sick. She could not service me. Then we're going to be sick together. All right? I'll give you emotional support in your sick time. I say, okay, no banging for you, Shola. Your wife is sick. Then I understand. But my wife is not sick. She's validating her. Validating you, drinking all these things. Now I taught you and I say, Ijawa. Ijambo. Ijaidio. Let's go to Bilal. Mr. Bilal is Otisalo.
Bami.
Oya sọ̀rọ̀ tá a sọ kalẹ̀. O fẹ́ sọ kọ́kọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan.
Bami. A man has to be intentional, or the woman has to be intentional, like what you said. Sherry Todotemi, I later discovered something. I didn't realize that earlier. She was not doing those things intentionally. It was actually the way she was raised, the way she raised herself. She's a total, don't let me say total introvert. She was more or less, she spent most times indoor, all alone to herself. So even at the point when I felt far away from her, she never had the feeling at all because she had been used to it, but not knowing that I can't spend a day without ladies roaming here and there around me. So, and when she acts that way, I was just like, Tobadale, you do as you like. During the day, you go in, you stay alone. Let's communicate. It becomes a problem. How am I going to cope with this? So I would rather just step out and, I'm an extrovert. And she introverts, opposites. I don't know. I don't even know how I got there. But at the long run, sir, I just have to, this thing must not fail. This relationship, this marriage must work out. So it was then I discovered the real definition of that love, according to the scripture that says love is patience. Yeah. Because if not for that patience, to be candid, sir, I would have far no, Victor, you're wrong. Eh?
You
Already?
will have,
Ah,
you
no,
will
no,
have
no, no,
best
no,
on.
no. Ah, no, 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 sir. So, you know, even at times I will just wonder.
Maria, can you please mute your line, please? We are hearing your sound. Or do you want me to
I
remove
will just be
you?
like,
Oh God, I beg me,
I'll
let me
just be
be
like,
cut it
what
short.
turned me
Maria,
into
can you
this?
please mute your line or you want me to remove you? All right, this must be a mistake.
I
Maybe
think
you are not trying to come online here. Maybe you actually mistakenly requested for it. All right, keep going,
so.
sir.
At times I will be like, what actually turned me into this?
Yeah.
Marriage? Are you saying? Are you saying marriage could turn me into this? Is this what love truly means, sir? You know, I won't blame those that are not yet into marriage. I won't blame them.
Yeah.
On Facebook, I do teach a lot about marriage, even while I was not yet married. And there was a certain day someone just reached out to me, and the person has actually been following me for about 2 years or so. And the woman just said, "You will understand when you're married. There are some things you will understand when you're married." And then I actually thought I've known it all. To be candid, I'm always factual in my words. So when people are saying something, I was like, I have that patience. But within that 3 years, sir, that patience first of all ran away totally, because I ought to have been patient enough, to have looked deep and made, okay, this lady has always been an introvert, so therefore she has always been to herself alone. And to be candid, sir, I met her at home. I met her a virgin. So,
Yeah.
our friends and colleagues told me, Mr. Man, how you take woo this woman? Are you sure I'm not getting into something else?
No,
Because they
you're
keep
supposed to
questioning me.
train. You're supposed to train that woman. It's a moment to train. You can't marry a virgin and not expect to train a virgin. And that's why people don't marry virgins anymore. I'm being truthful here. I'm not trying to be a pastor. I'm being truthful. People don't marry virgins anymore. Virgins, they give problem like crazy. You know, say, put your leg here. You can't do doggy. Their back will be like this. Compared to the ones, what did not borrow, I don't know, borrow, about 10 years for everybody. You know, but the virgin don't know jack. The only thing they know is Jesus is Lord. You go out on a date with them, they say, do you know Revelation is connected to Jesus? And you see, Jesus and Revelation is the same thing. Man, get out of here. I don't know why Jesus and Revelation. You know, so you see, you have to understand that once you marry a virgin, you're actually going to become a teacher. All right, you have to start teaching. Yeah, even you as a man, supposed to, you must have graduated from the college of the streets. Or like you said, when you said from the college of the streets, or like you said, when you at your prime, like 2-3 girls are rubbing your chest. All right, now so I be. Oh yeah, so that's the so you cannot marry me now and now go and put me inside cage for what, man? I can be there. I picked you over for Folake. I can be there. I picked you over Folake. Folake was my girl. Folake was doing it for me, doing it to me. As in, like, that's those Kokoje wife material. Folake is just not wife material. That's why. And stuff. So now that I picked you over Folake, you got to do your work. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it. So every woman's supposed to learn how to knock their husbands to keep them in check. One pastor's wife told us on the network, he said, before my husband will go to church on Sunday to preach, I knock him at home. So whenever they are opening leg at the church, he's not going to look. You know what I'm saying? But that is the Sunday that you women will say, it is the day of the Lord. No? The day of the Lord, who told you is the day of the Lord? Every day is the day of the Lord. What is wrong with you? And you assuming what the guy is going to say. If you ask for sex, you think the guy is going to say, oh, you're a prostitute. All right? But say it first. You have not said it one time and you're only assuming what he will say. And now, just imagine me. I've been married to my wife for 5 years now. All right? What kind of preparation do you think I should be doing right now that I've not done? I really don't think I should be there. My wife will now be expecting me to say, hello, let's go have sex. No, she should know. It's her responsibility, okay, to have sex with me and to do it really well. And it's not about come and put your mouth here and say ẹnu tí mo fi ń gbàdúrà ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu tí mo fi ń gbàdúrà kọ́ lélẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ keeping marriage ni ọ̀rọ̀ ayé kan mo fi ń gbàdúrà kọ́ lélẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ keeping marriage ni ọ̀rọ̀ ayé kan ló wà ní mò ń sọ ẹ fún ẹ sìn mi ò fẹ́ kú àkúrun kí n má lọ kú kí n má lọ máa lejú lọ sọ́run ó yẹ kí n má lọ sọ́run àpáàdì because mo máa bínú kú ni o kó bá fẹ́ kí n bínú kú bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni kó service me let me be happy all right and then I will not frustrate your life. A lot of people are frustrating their wives today because of this same thing I'm talking right now. Many women didn't understand because the man is not going to voice out what is wrong with him. He will just frustrate you. He will not eat at home. He will not eat at home. He will not give you peace. He will just be hanging out with himself watching TV. I'm telling you, he won't even think about you one bit. All right? The guy is frustrated and he has tuned off. But you don't understand. You think marriage is marriage. Once you get the wedding ring, you're whining. Marriage is marriage. Once you get the wedding ring, you're whining. If you don't understand what sex is in the life of a man, go and study it. All right? And that's the reason why we're coming to counseling anyway. It well. Oral sex is major for men. Men, I'm talking sense here. I'm really talking to you guys. If you think I'm talking nonsense, you are just the nonsense person. Oral sex, you will see the men. They will tell you right now, men, they love you to rock the microphone. Rock the microphone. All right? Some women, they love their plate to be licked. All right? Men must not do it. And it's just unfortunate that, sometimes we get a wrong match. There are some ladies that are freaky, and men that are freaky. Most of the time, we don't get each other. The freaky guys will get the virgin girls who don't know Jack. And then the freaky women will get the local boys who don't know Jack. At the end of the day, we now get into a relationship and we're now very hungry. All right? We now get into a relationship and we're now very hungry. All right? But the issue is that, like my brother just said, patience is actually needed. So the only thing is for us to train each other. Is to train. And if we train each other, is to train. And if women are ready to listen, because some women are not ready to listen, they cannot listen. The only thing in their head is Jesus. And once you have Jesus in your brain, okay, you are going to destroy the marriage. If you don't understand that marriage requires that you sleep with your husband. Queen Lola, how are you? Queen Lola, I will remove you if you're not unmuting yourself. Oh. I was thinking you wanted to say something. That's why you're here.
Good evening. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
How are you? You want to say
I'm
something?
fine, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just joined you, so I'm just trying to listen to what you are saying,
All right,
sir.
go and listen. Then go and listen. Go and listen.
Okay.
Go and listen. All right. Go and listen. All right. Please, guys, don't make a request to come on to talk if you are just joining. First of all, listen before you say that the role of a woman in marriage, the role of a woman in marriage is very, very important. You have a body like a stallion. Your body is fantastic. I don't understand if you guys see, there are some women, they look so sexy. They have the breast, they have the bum, they have the flat tummy, but they don't like sex. Then you begin to wonder yourself, so how come God gave you all of this body that you have, but no sex for you? Something's wrong somewhere. And once you know something's wrong somewhere, it's time to go and see a doctor or see a therapist and let them help you. Men, they are suffering. Let them help you. Men, they are suffering. Women are suffering too. Anyway, and today's show was supposed to actually focus on women because, I found out that 80% of married women are suffering sexually. And only 20% of men are suffering sexually in marriage. What do you say to that? Who else is gone?
I'm here.
All right. What do you say to that? Is it true or is it not?
I don't know. This is your statistics. Where did you get it from, please?
You don't know me. Oh. Now, do you know that majority of the married women, especially the ones that are the Yoruba women, Majority of their husbands are outside and they don't touch them anymore. Some of them are 2 years, no sex. Some 6 months, no sex. I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe you know.
true. I know of a few colleagues or friends that's happening to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't really know why it's happening. Really, I don't know
It's
why.
happening because they cost it all. Wells, they cost it all.
Yes, confirm.
Now them cost them. You see,
Not,
once I get
not
rejected 3 times,
But don't you think some of the problem come from the men as well? Because see, it's not like I said, it's not just all about sex.
No,
For the
that's
men,
what I
it's
want
sex.
you to
For
tell
the
me.
women,
Tell me
it's
the
more than
problem coming
sex.
to. Tell me the problem that is coming from men.
No, from most men are not. How will I put it now? Like I when I first started talking, I talked about the emotional connection. Most women, they need to have that for sex, for them to enjoy sex. In as much as you're married, it's not just okay, let's have sex or we sleep in the night. We've been together since morning. You didn't initiate anything. You didn't even see me. You're not seeing me.
Why
You're
should
not
I
saying
see you?
anything
Well,
to me.
you don't see me in the afternoon.
No, listen, let me finish, please.
Yeah,
Then in the night we get on the bed. Sex is not just all about doing it and having coitus. It starts from waking up in the morning, hugging each other or kissing each other or just randomly hugging each other in the kitchen. Or do you understand? Just that's showing that affection. It's
Making
not just all about
preparation.
opening your legs.
Yeah.
Yes, not just about opening your legs and you coming in and coming out. No, it's more about the foreplay from the beginning, preparation, making the woman feel good, about herself, passing compliments, just maybe
100%.
a tap on the bum in the kitchen, or as she's passing, just draw her up, give her a kiss,
But why
things
should
like that. Yeah,
why should I be the only one doing that? Why can't you do that to me too?
it goes both.
So when you're talking about it, make sure you tell the women too. I may be sitting on the couch. Come over there and sit on my leg. Come over there and touch my chin. All right. So that doesn't mean me slapping your bum.
Doctor,
it goes both
increase
ways
the
as
volume,
well.
sir.
And I
Increase
know
the
I
volume
told
of
you
that one.
about
Doesn't mean me slapping your bum.
Doctor,
it goes both
increase
ways
the
as
volume,
well.
sir.
And I
Increase
know
the
I
volume
told
of
you
that one.
about unresolved conflicts as well. Unresolved conflict. A lot of people are childish in their marriages. A lot of people don't want to communicate. A lot of people sweep things under the carpet. Issues happen. They don't want to talk about it. They just, how couples make up now. They don't really sit down to have, okay, this is what happened. I didn't like how you did this. Oh, forgive me. They don't have that communication. They just want to move on. And things like that, you may just move on at that point, but it builds up that resentment. Do you understand? So I think people have to be intentional in with communication, resolving issues.
I think I gave you guys the solution. The solution is this. Once you see there is a situation in your marriage and your husband is not willing to listen, call a counselor.
Not all men believe in that. Not all women believe in that as well.
That's where
people in marriage.
that is suffering is coming from. You see, if you cannot call a counselor and say, please, I need your help. Now, Wells, I call men that they always tell me, my husband doesn't like counseling. My husband will not talk to you. I've called them on the phone and I say, hello, sir. Hello, is this Mr. Kunle? He say, yes, but this is Dr. Shola here. I had a session with your wife and I think I want to hear from your side and stop. The men will say, thank you, sir. Oh, thank you for calling me. You see what I'm saying? The women want to go and fight. Do you know how many women want to fight? They want to hold his pants. They want to go there and insult him. They want to push him in the house and stuff. And that's why that problem is coming. And then women always think wedding anniversary is for them. Jack what? What time I get you the wine? Now only you be wedding. Have you bought me a Benz? Did you buy me a helicopter? And you are expecting me to buy you something on wedding anniversary? You the wine.
See, the importance of intentionality, I'll keep saying it. Even in as much as for me, it took me a while to really understand the importance of intentionality and to start practicing it. Like the way women feel that men should make them feel good is the way men also, it should be reciprocal because we are both human beings. They have men have emotions, we have emotions. Like,
Yeah.
for instance, if a man keeps buying you a gift and you don't buy, like, he really feels it. He really feels that. He really feels that left out. And being left out. It's not just you. Like, for instance, last March was my husband's birthday. I wasn't in the country, but I was like, what will I even buy for this man because sometimes I buy a gift and I'm like, what will I even buy for this man? I buy him a gift, Christmas, birthday. It doesn't really, not like he doesn't appreciate it, but I just feel that maybe I feel like maybe it doesn't, maybe it's small in his, I feel like maybe it doesn't, maybe it's small in his eyes or something. So I was like, okay, this man actually loves he's a good Christian. He loves anything church. He respects his pastor. So I was like, okay, what will I do to make this man feel good? So I called the pastor. I was like, oh, pastor, please, I need a favor from you. I want to organize a surprise party for my husband, like breakfast surprise party. Can you please just spare a few minutes? Just come and pray for him, because I know that him being there would just be everything. Even if I buy him anything I don't know what I will buy him, that will be, no matter how much what I spend, it won't have that effect.
Yeah.
As much as him saying. And I called a few friends, and when they gathered and they had that, he was actually shedding tears. He was shedding tears, and I was like, oh wow.
Can you help me ask them when was the last?
And I was
Can
like,
you help
oh
me
wow.
ask them? Can you help me ask them when was the last time they did that to their husbands?
So it was really, and for me, because I was like, okay, for me, my birthday will be there. I would want something. Anniversary, I want something. Mother's Day, I want something.
Oh yeah.
Day,
Like you married me.
So it should be both ways,
Yes,
really.
ma'am.
Like, either intentionality, making your spouse happy, be it husband or wife.
Yeah.
It's really, really important.
And another thing,
Yeah.
my sister, I want. Should I share this joker or should I keep it? Because
Share it.
I've been sharing this joker. It's been working for a lot of people and stuff, and I collect money from sharing this thing. But I share it. You see, you need to first of all go and identify what that man loves the most.
Yes.
If it's his mom, help him to love his mom. He will stop loving his mom and start loving you. You don't understand. If a man is 100% connected to his mother, and that's the problem, that you're trying to disconnect him from his mother and you cannot, help that man to love his mom. How will you do that? Before he will blink, let the mother call him and say, your wife did this, your wife did that, your wife did this, your wife did that. That man will actually disconnect from the mother and connect more to you than with his mother. I'm telling you, because the mother is going to die very soon anyway. She doesn't have 50 years to live. And what you're doing is, you're actually redirecting his focus to you. Once you know what your husband loves the most, direct that love towards that thing, that person. Help him love his mother. Help him love his
mother. It's
all
about intentionality.
Yeah, you have to be intentional about this. And a lot of women don't understand this stuff because they train you to be strong women. You go to school, you're strong. You pass exam, you're strong. You got a good job, you're strong. You're making 6 figures, you're strong. But they didn't teach you how to be a wife. Okay? And that's the problem. Oh my God. I don't understand. Let me bring this person in too. Prince, you want to say something? You are going in and out.
I am here.
Oh yeah, talk before I bring.
It's a very big hot seat today.
Oh, it is so.
Baba, you need to continue because they need to learn. They need to know so many things. They need to understand why we men, like my own experience is like, baby, do you want me to go outside? I don't know. If you want to go, you can go. Chauffeur, let me sit down. If you want to go outside, I don't know. If you want to go, you can go. Chauffeur, let me sit down. If you want to go, you can go. But why all this? We started for the first 3 years. Kitchen new, bathroom new, even passage new, anywhere he goes. Suddenly, it just started like, no, don't touch my breast. Don't touch this. No, don't touch my breast. Don't touch this. okay, I used to do this now. I just don't feel like you doing it. Me tete fura dada. Well, is something wrong with me? Well, I've been doing this for over 3 years. No, she just started changing things. Oh, till the level of don't touch me. Okay, after 30 minutes, okay, come and do it. My mind is already out of it. Come and do it now. Okay, I will now do 2 minutes. Then she will be like, that's it. That's the 2 minutes. When I had the energy, you didn't give it to me.
Where your own energy gonna go? Here you go. Don't do
And now because she rejected me now,
2 minutes no do.
Baba, she rejected me that time.
Then you're not supposed to do it and just keep it until next week.
But if I just Motini carry over for that month,
Carry over. Okay, you go on disappoint our boys now. You go on disappoint our boys for 2 seconds. You know they...
Honestly, I have saw hell, man.
You saw hell.
I have saw hell.
Bad. Maybe you have done something wrong. Maybe the woman is actually not feeling too good about you. Maybe your hand feels like sandpaper on her breast and she doesn't want you to touch it. So maybe you're supposed to have sat down and say, honey, what is the problem here?
In fact, it's as soft as baby's palm.
Your hand, right?
I swear to God. I swear to God.
No. I'm not talking about your hand as in like your hand. I'm talking about your hand as in our brain. You know,
our brain.
You don't understand the two. The two is different now. Your hand may be soft like baby stuff, but in our own brain is like sandpaper. That's what I'm saying. You don't know that some men, their breath is like that of a dragon. It's actually like fire. Whenever they're talking like ha ha ha, it's like fire coming out. Nobody wants to listen to you.
Then I started watching her. When I noticed she been moving. I started watching her. When I noticed she been moving out with some single women.
Okay.
Every little time she was like, oh, Yalagbaja, she has 3 kids. She has a house. She has this. She's even having a car note. And she's living by herself. It's better I just be by myself. Kilati is so kilati igbidibe. Because you always ask for sex. Well, won't I ask for sex? We were married now. Do you want me to go outside? If you want to go outside, those single mothers are even living better than person that is in the. You want to take sex, kill me?
Yeah.
I don't know what. Gradually, she became a single mother.
She became a single mother inside of the marriage.
Inside of the marriage.
Wow.
Baba. I saw hell. The rejection was too much.
Wow.
Too much.
Wow.
Too much. Too much.
All right, Prince. Let me let you drink water a little bit on that one. Let me go to SO 9078. I don't know that name. We can see S.
Okay. Good
All right,
evening,
so
everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
You know, the other guy was just speaking, Prince here.
Yeah.
You know, normally, hear what that guy was speaking. You know, like the Prince one.
Yeah.
Normally, okay, as a married man or a married woman, most of you guys, let me put it that way, pardon me, okay, to put that word that way.
Yeah.
So if you are married with your wife and you are a man, for example, you are working and the wife is working.
Yeah.
And then maybe you being the man was the one in the house before she came back.
Yeah.
And then you are waiting for her to come and cook for you, to come and look after the house and the kid and everything.
We don't do that anymore. We're past that level.
No, you know, some people does that, even though some people still did at the mentality of the mediocrity.
Yeah.
See, on some particular people, no matter how educated they are, that will never leave them because they say this is our ancestors' thinking or belief and that kind of stuff like that.
Let him die with our ancestor then, and go and pick our ancestor.
And now when we talk about this, let's say the abroad life. Let's say the abroad life. Okay, you come back from work, and then you see that the kitchen is very messed up, or you're supposed to do one or two things without you or without your wife telling you, okay, honey, sweetheart, darling, remember you are the king of the house, and she is the queen of the house. Both of you complementing each other. Okay? So now, when you treat her like a queen, she will treat you like a king of the house. No matter how billions of single ladies out there, you made your way out to her heart. You buy her love by your action, even by the way you do with her, even though if you see outside, no matter how handsome or the man is outside, he will never look them. I know. I see you. You will never look them. No, let me tell you, I know that.
You don't know all this, women.
No, I understand. So let me tell you something now, okay? So now, no, let us say, okay, I know there are other people that are not satisfied. That one is different, okay? I'm talking about that one is different, okay? I'm talking about the remarriage. If you want to talk about
Sister, what's your name? What's your name, please?
Let me finish what I'm saying.
No, say your name. I want to know your name.
Okay, so my name is Susan, all right?
Susan. So, okay, that's the S, Susan.
Yes. So when you really want to look after, when you talk about marriage, I'm talking about a decent marriage.
Yeah.
No perfect relationship. Don't forget that. There is no perfect one, but you can make it happen.
Yeah.
Because both of you are from different world.
That's what Wells is talking about.
Which,
we're talking about that since morning.
Yeah, you different world. Whether you are maybe Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, forget about that. Okay. As far as the love has joined you guys together, that's it. Understanding, honesty, and communication.
Yeah.
Okay. Understanding, communication, and wisdom needed between.
Yeah.
Because when you come back from work, that time maybe the other person was very tired. You don't feel like nothing. But
Susan,
guess what?
Susan,
I'm coming.
Susan,
but guess what?
Susan, have you been rejected of sex before?
Why will I think about that? I forget about that. Why
No,
would
see, that's the topic of
there
today.
is no way. Okay,
madam, Susan, where you're going is not where we're coming from. You see, what we're zeroing in is all about sex. It's not about marriage itself. All right, it's sex.
Okay.
All right. Now,
but
have you ever
I'm
been
trying
rejected?
To, before I begin to give you the answer to a kind of a lay foundation.
No, lay foundation. I ask the question because you see, whosoever, if you have not been rejected before, you cannot talk on this topic.
No, let me tell you, if you are not being on both sides, you cannot talk on this side. Okay,
madam. I don't do my show like this, please.
Okay.
My show is even Wells. I asked Wells, have you ever been rejected before? She said no. All right. So it's very good for us to talk about things that we know than for us not to talk about things we do not know. If you have not been rejected before, you cannot make submission on this topic.
Okay, can I tell you something?
No, I am married. I just asked the question. Have you been rejected?
Okay, I just want to give you this. I am a married woman. So
the question is, Madam
no.
Madam Susan,
okay, I know. Okay, let me explain this first.
Before.
That kind of question, I don't normally like to answer it, but I can tell you.
You don't have to be on this show, man. You don't have to be on this show. Because this show, that's what we are doing
for people that have been rejected.
Yes, ma'am. That's what we are talking about. You see, everybody you see in that particular box over there, they have been rejected one time or the other.
And they are talking about, and they want to make it happen.
And they mentioned it. They are not coming with a storybook topic. They are
No,
coming
no,
with
no, no, no. It's
reality.
not a storybook.
Yeah, that's what I ask
Whatever
you.
I
Have you
said.
been rejected
Yeah.
before? Is it like me? Ask me, so, Dr. Sola, have you been rejected?
Okay, have you been rejected before?
Yes, many times. I'm a married man
Why?
and I'm a pastor. And
Why?
I'm saying it here on the social media.
Yeah, but
So,
why would you? Why? What
what's
have
the
you
difference
done that
between you?
make her to
What's
do?
the difference between you and I now that you
That
don't
is
want to
why
answer
I'm
the
trying.
question?
Pastor,
No.
let
We
me.
need a straight
I am
answer.
also a Christian.
Have you been rejected before?
What am I going to say to you, Pastor
No,
Shola?
you are not saying anything to me. It seems like you don't want to be on this show.
No.
This is reality.
Everything you are saying that I
This is
cannot tell
reality.
you what is.
The question is, have you been rejected? You see, for you to be able to discuss, the question is, have you been rejected? You see, for you to be able to discuss this topic, you must
Yes.
have felt the pain of rejection and understand how people feel when they are rejected. If you have been there before, then you'll be able to talk. You become authority in this field, in this topic here. But if you have not been rejected before, you can't say it.
You can't say it.
Okay, have you been rejected before?
Did you know that I've been listening both of you before I begin?
But have you been rejected before?
Before I begin to talk inside.
But
I don't just want to talk
have you been
inside.
rejected before, man?
No.
Okay, so let's leave it alone, because anything you are actually saying to us here is actually not from the side of a victim, of someone who has already gone through that part and understand it. If you ask me, have you been rejected? I'll tell you yes. So I'm so passionate about what I'm talking. I have that understanding of the pain, and that's why I'm saying it. So for me, I will be able to attend to people who are going through the same thing that I've went through in my life. But if you have not been rejected,
and then you want to tell them how to overcome it, right?
Yes, man. Because I've been there.
That is
It's
what
not
I'm
a
trying to
storybook.
say to
It's
you
not a
too.
storybook story. It's not something I read. It's not something I heard. It's a true life story. I've been there. I've done it. I came out of it. How did you do it? So it becomes practical. If you have not gone through it before, it's just like people preaching. They say they are pastors. They don't have a story. They have never smoked weed before. They have never fornicated before. They have never done anything on the street before. How do you think they're going to be able to say, I was lost, but now I'm found? They can't do that. So, madam, you don't say, Bilal, you're saying something.
I said they were never lost.
They were never lost. So they should go and drop the microphone and stop preaching, because you don't have a life to prove what you're preaching about. You don't have anything to say anything about it.
I don't like. Okay.
That's storybook right there. If you really want to talk to me about rejection, you must have been rejected a couple of times. And once you've been rejected a couple of times, you will understand the feeling. You understand the feeling of being rejected. You tell me passionately how you felt.
You are wasting our time, please. Let us learn. Let us learn from people that have been.
Hence, you don't want to understand, or unless you want to know that somebody have undergoing before you want to listen. How can you?
Tesco, you want something? You want to say something, my brother?
Thank you.
No, I said she should leave. Let us learn. That's why I came up here to say. Let us learn from those that have been rejected before. I mean, I want to hear the stories, not arguments.
Doctor, thank you, Tesco.
I understand.
I understand how you feel. She may not understand. Majority people, most people won't understand what is going on.
No, they don't. They don't
understand. You won't understand this thing until you are into it.
Until you are into it, yes, man.
My dad, the day that my dad looked at me, and my dad told me that there is just one institution you can never graduate from, and that is the institution of marriage. He's telling me that no matter what you think you know, as you continue going together, you keep moving together, then you start. There are a lot of things that becomes more vivid to you, more obvious to you, and you discover, is this the woman I've been living with for the past 3 years? Is this the woman I've been living? Is this the man I've been living with for the past 10 years? Because as we keep going, a lot of things begin for the past 10 years. Because as we keep going, a lot of things begin to unravel. So it's not about the pre-knowledge at times. It's even the knowledge that you're having, even while you're going together.
Yeah.
My sister was saying a lot of things about sex. You know, to be candid, men also could have their faults. Men
No,
could
of
also
course,
have their fault
100%,
on this
100%,
and that, but
100%.
don't use that weapon against a man.
Yeah,
It's totally off key.
okay.
Never use that against a man, because once you begin to use that, it's the woman that will live to regret it. It's just the truth. And at the long
Most of
run,
the
they will say
time, most of
men
the
are
time,
promiscuous.
most of the time.
And the long run, they will say men are promiscuous. But if you
How
do
are
that to
you
a
talking
man who is
about
not
women and you are
intentional
not
about making the
welcoming women's
marriage work,
Bro Bilal, hold on. Let me respond to this. My proudly Olaoyegbe. If you want to come online to talk about it, you can come online. Sister proudly Olaoyegbe. Nobody's preventing women from talking. We want to hear you. But if you are coming on the show, make sure you have been rejected before. Don't come and talk about something different from you being rejected. You have to be rejected to know what we are talking about on this show. If you have never been rejected before, please don't come. But if you want to come in, please come and make your submission. We want to hear it. Go ahead, Brabila.
sister, especially if you're a man who has never felt
Beauty, can you
rejected
mute your
before
line, please? We can
marriage.
hear you. Mute your line, please. You are
If
not.
felt
Beauty, can you
rejected
mute your
before
line, please? We can hear
marriage,
you. Mute your line, please. You are
if
not.
you're a
Right.
man that has never been rejected before
Yeah.
marriage, and
Yeah.
now you get into marriage and you get rejected, it's a problem. That's a problem of another dimension.
Yeah.
Maybe if you before marriage dimension,
Yeah.
maybe if you before marriage you've seen one person or the other that has said no, that is still you will feel that it's a normal thing.
No matter.
But you've never felt rejected before marriage. Now you came into marriage with the expectation that you want to stick to that one woman,
Yeah.
and behold, she's now using that as a weapon against you.
Against you.
They not feel understand.
All
You
right,
will
let's
just
go
know.
to Jimmy.
You will just
Let's go
talk.
to Jimmy.
It is well.
Let's go to Jimmy. Jimmy, unmute your line and say something to us.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I was married for, can you hear me well?
We can hear you.
Okay. I was married for, my marriage ended 2 years ago. So we were married for 13 years together. And then I moved abroad 2015.
Okay.
So he came to join us. I have 4 girls with him. So he came to join us in 2019. So probably before 2019, he only came twice for 10 days and one time 3 months. So we were just there by ourselves. That was no problem. I was never all about sex. I didn't like sex. But then I didn't know it was what I was experiencing. Oops, what's that? So can you hear me well?
We can hear you.
Okay, awesome.
hear you clearly.
Okay, so
But we wanted to repeat that last statement. You said something about sex. What did you
I wasn't the kind of person that actually loves sex. I love foreplay more than penetration. But then I didn't know it was because of what we had together. It wasn't really balanced. So I'm gonna get to that place. So for the period I was coming 10 days and 3 months, it was just like normal the way it was in Nigeria. He was the kind of person that was like, I would say he's selfish with sex. So he can grab you in the kitchen, 2 minutes, 3 minutes is done. I'm not saying he's a 2 minutes man. He just want those quick minutes is done. I'm not saying he's a 2 minutes man. He just want those quickie. He doesn't
Really?
stuff.
He's 2 seconds to do man.
So it was very strong. I'm just saying that
Very strong as in 1 hour, 2 hours, right?
No. I have never experienced that. So what I'm saying is that Mr. Shola, please now. Let's get serious. So for that period, I I want to say you didn't understand me, that I actually want the foreplay before you do your thing. I'm okay with that, but satisfy me and do your thing. Do you now know what happened? So when you came to join us in 2019 stroke 2020, that 1 year before we started having problem, the sex was great. It was great. And I'm saying because it was taking time to satisfy me before it penetrates. It was like, oh, like, you know,
He was doing,
like,
he was doing all of the other things.
He was doing all of the other thing. Yeah, it was doing all of the other thing. It was actually.
Can I tell everybody what he was doing?
I don't know. It was all of the other thing. It was actually making me, you know, satisfied before he actually does his thing. But then I didn't know he was fighting his feelings. So all before he came, he was already out of love before he came to join us. That was what I was told after we started having issues. So he was actually fighting his feelings to revive his feelings. That was why he was going all out to get that done. And then the last time we had sex, I knew that was the last time, because it was just, we've been having issues and all that, and then I was feeling irritated. I wasn't really feeling the sex, because we've been talking, let's go for therapy, let's do this, blah, blah, blah. It was just like, no. And then the very last time we had sex, I knew in my soul that was going to be the last. I could not wait for him to finish. It was just that I was done. And then it was done as well. So, no, and then he left me for 3 years.
That last one lasted for like 2 hours, Abi.
I don't know about that. So he left me for 3 years before he finally asked for divorce.
Wow.
So what I'm saying is this: some men can be selfish. They don't take time to understand their wife. Because I've been listening to you. Like, they don't take time to understand that. So I'm just saying that for that 1 year that was able to satisfy me well, what were you doing for 8 years, 9 years?
Can I ask you a question, Jimmy?
Yes.
Have you ever been rejected by your husband before, your ex-husband?
Yes, I said I was rejected for 3 years. I kept going to him. Yeah.
Can you describe how you were going? As in, like, you go and say, hey, Ogbeni, let's go.
At a point, he moved to the basement, and I would go to the basement and, you know, try and talk to him and everything, sleep with him sometimes, make open things, we can talk, and then, of course, it's going to lead to...
And then he would say no.
He would say no. And then would say no. And then there was one day that he actually did it, but I felt used. I felt, even though it was my husband, I felt used. I felt like, even though I was the one that went to him, I felt like, oh, so he just went to your boyfriend's house to just get laid, and then you move to the next room.
You felt like a prostitute, somebody you
Exactly. That was how I felt. So it wasn't really normal for me up until, you know, everything just scattered.
And then after that, were you still feeling like I need to go back to the basement to make him have sex?
No. I was no.
Do me.
No.
Oh, ni subudano.
I mean, just.
Oh, agbe ega. Oh, ni subudano.
I mean, just.
Oh, agbe ega.
Amen.
I want to ask me suri aye.
I mean, just.
I want to learn this here. Yes, I learn this here. You know, go through. That is what we are going through. You see, when we don't come to you and ask for sex, that's because we've been rejected. When we get rejected without talking, it's painful. It's painful. We get rejected like that. We don't want to come back next day. And even next day, we want to frustrate your life. That's what we want to do. We don't want to eat your food. I don't want to have a conversation with you. I just want to stay in my lane. That was how you felt.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to go back to him the second time and stuff like that. So it's both ways. I understand women do feel the same like men. But you are different because you are able to go back there, to go down there to ask for sex. Some Nigerian women will never ask for sex until Jesus will come. So if you are not touching them, They will still be there until Jesus will come. The person I'm waiting for is here. Ah, your Yoba is here. She wanted to kill me 2 days ago. Now she's here.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Can you please leave that place? You are actually, there's a lot of noise on your background, please. There is a lot of background noise where you are. Can you turn those things off or probably go somewhere there is no noise? So this is what I'm saying. We want to rock marriage, we want to make marriage to work. We have to be intentional. The two of us must be intentional. You know the man needs sex. All right? You got to put yourself right there. And then not just only opening your leg. You have to become a PhD holder in sex. It is not using Hello?
Good evening, sir.
There is still noise coming there, Ayoba. There's still a lot of noise. You still need...
Maybe because I'm driving.
Maybe, probably you can pull over and take it off of Bluetooth. Take it off of...
Driving.
Maybe, probably you can pull over and take it off of Bluetooth. Take it off of Bluetooth, park your car a little bit, talk to us, and then when you're done, you can continue to listen as you drive. So...
If you don't know, let me see that. I will reduce the noise. Give me 1 second.
So rejection is painful. Somebody just said it. Rejection is a painful thing. It's so painful. Women don't understand it. Women don't understand this. It will kill your ego. It will reduce you to nothing, to zero. If you know sex is going to be a situation and a problem, then marriage shouldn't be a choice. Don't choose to be in marriage. If you understand that you don't know conflict resolution as a man or as a woman, don't come into marriage. Stay away from it. Instead of you destroying the life of another person, as a man or as a woman, don't come into marriage. Stay away from it. Instead of you destroying the life of another person. Number two, if you feel you want to vote, all of you women, Jumi, listen, I'm coming to beauty, whatever. I can't remember, maybe beauty something. If you know that you are not going to be able to satisfy a man, allow us to have side cheek. Beauty, what do you say? Beauty king. Beauty king, you're gone? Beauty king is not there. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Beauty king has run away. Jumi, what do you say?
To what? So having side chick?
Yeah, allow us to have side chick if you know you can't satisfy us.
But isn't that what you preach against? Why should they be having side chick? Why can't they
Right. Jumi, now you are not satisfying the man and you are not doing anything about it, but you still want him to stay in the marriage because Dr. Shola said no cheating. Is that what you're saying?
right?
So what exactly are you saying?
If my husband...
They should resolve it. They should resolve the issue.
So
They
the
should
woman's
resolve the
supposed to
issue.
upgrade. You want to keep me. You don't want me to have side chick. You don't want me to throw one around. Then you got to upgrade as a woman. Lose weight. If your belly is too big, lose weight. If the belly of the husband is too big, let him lose weight. All right? Let us be there to satisfy each other instead of you locking people down in marriage saying is not enough reason to cheat. That's my point. We got to be intentional and do something about it. Do you get my point? Jimmy is not here. Let's go to Ayoba.
Yes,
Ayoba, what say you?
I heard you, sir. I heard you, sir. Sorry.
Ayoba, what say you?
I said, what makes you think that the way you men feel when women rejected you guys, what do you think? Do you think women, we don't feel rejected, we don't feel the same
They already
way?
said, they already spoken about that before you came. People on this line, they already told us already.
So women don't feel pain. So you just said something now that if we don't satisfy you guys, we should allow you guys to go have side chick. I think even if we satisfy you guys, maybe they always say that you guys are polygamous in nature.
Even women are polygamous in nature too. All we need is satisfaction.
That's not true, but my question is, if you feel that you are not satisfied sexually and then because of that you want to go outside chick, so am I allowed to, when you don't satisfy me, am I allowed to go have a side man, or what would I call that?
They call it the side cock. They call it the side cock. Now,
Side cock.
can I break it down to you? Can you mute your line when I break it down?
Yes, sir.
Because the echo is coming back to me. All right, let me break it down to you guys if you guys want to listen. If you ever want to listen. And I pray that you listen, because if you don't listen, you keep on arguing until Jesus will come. Now, a woman and a man didn't sign a contract to be in jail. When you're coming into marriage, it's a kind of a situation that I entered into willingly. That I'm coming in, I love you, I care about you. Do you do the same? Yes, I do. Are you willing to leave the other men and be with me? Yes, I do. Are you willing to leave the other women and be with me? Yes, I do. Do you take me as your wedded wife? Yes, I do. Now, there's an agreement right there that we are actually meant to be together and be in the life of each other. Now, don't forget. Okay, don't forget. Miss Jess, do you want me to remove you? I don't know what you're talking about that is irrational to you. I'll take you out. Sorry. I don't appreciate all of this kind of stuff. If you don't want to listen, you can get off. You don't have to be here. So once there's agreement right here. The agreement means that I'm willing to satisfy you with my body. And you are willing to satisfy me with your body too. Now, yesterday or day before yesterday, I actually discussed about the part of women. That women do use sex as a weapon of punishment because they feel the man is not listening to me. Oh, I'm not feeling too good. And because I'm not happy, you can't touch me. Did you discuss it? Have you called a counselor yet? Have you guys gone for discussing? Have you called a counselor yet? Have you guys gone for counseling? Have you discussed the issue? In my own family, I don't wait until tomorrow. My wife will not wait until tomorrow. Once something is wrong, she'll call my attention to it. We deal with it before we go home. Before we go to sleep, we deal with issues. So that when we wake up the next day. So in marriage, you have to be intentional. You have to know that this is marriage and it must not be destroyed. We can't give any room to the devil to penetrate. I don't care about it must not be destroyed. We can't give any room to the devil to penetrate. I don't care about my nature. Oh, I am a very emotional person. That doesn't come into this. Because I have to be intentional about the marriage. I must not destroy the marriage. So if I don't like talking, I got to start talking because I have to be intentional. So I have to make sure I take care of my marriage. I make sure I talk about things. I make sure I deal with issues so that those issues will be gone and allow us to have other issues next time. All right, that's number one. Number two is that you can never and must not use sex as a weapon of punishment. Majority of the women will say, oh, sex as a weapon of punishment. Majority of the women will say, oh, I don't feel like having sex. What do you mean you don't feel like? When you are saying I do, did they ask you, are you willing to take this person as your wedded husband? You said yes. There's not supposed to be, there must not be, I'm not feeling like. So once you are not feeling like, you need to go and seek help. Go to a therapist or go to a doctor, sit down with them. I don't want my husband to go outside. I love my husband so much, but I cannot give sex because I don't feel like having sex. Then the doctor will ask you a couple of questions and then they'll be able to give you medication or actually get you to a therapist that will take care of you. You have to be intentional. You cannot just bring the same nature and say because I don't feel like, hey, you can go to hell. That's not enough reason to cheat. Is it food? I'm not going to subscribe. For me, I won't subscribe. Okay? Because the sex part of it is not just because men want it, they need it. It's something they must to have. It's not something that, oh, we just leave it for now. It's something that they must have. And likewise, women too. On the other side of it, a man, we just leave it for now. It's something that they must have. And likewise, women too. On the other side of it, a man cannot say, I'm using sex as a weapon of punishment against my wife. If your wife, if she has done something wrong, you need to talk about it. Sit down, talk about it. Your wife is not ready to listen, call a counselor. Let them talk to the person, because a lot of time people will listen to a professional and say, what do you think? All right? And then they talk about it, and then you guys move on to fight again tomorrow. But you cannot use sex as a weapon of punishment and now be thinking the woman is going to still be loyal. Do you know why? Thinking the woman is going to still be loyal. Do you know why a lot of women are buying dildos and vibrators? They are buying dildos and vibrators because they are not actually having sex, and they are not satisfied in that relationship at all. That's why a lot of them are going into buying sex toys. And I said it at the beginning, 80% of women are suffering in marriage when it comes to sex. 20% suffering in marriage as men in marriage because of sex. Now, the women are not being given sex. They are being left at home because those men were going outside to get it. All right? Now the issue is this. How we could have done it in a different way. Why don't you just sit down and now talk about these things? Women, you got to upgrade. Sex is not just lying down and say, it's deeper than that. You got to be able to do blowjob. You got to be able to touch the man. You got to be able to kiss him passionately the way he's kissing you. You got to know the part of his body you got to touch. Likewise, the man also must be able to do oral sex on a woman. 80% of women don't come by penetration. They come by oral sex, playing with the clitoris. If you don't understand it, you don't understand it. I'm not here to lie to you guys, all right? So a lot of people don't appreciate those things. They neglect those parts of it. They refuse to do those things. Those men are going to go outside to get it. Once they go outside to get it and they come across a girl that could do it properly, they're going to stay put right there. And you can't blame them for going outside, because you yourself as a woman supposed to upgrade and understand that your part, your responsibility to give him sex, you must do it well. Likewise, the man. You must understand the body of your wife. You must know what part to touch. You must know where the clitoris is. You must know where the G-spot is. You must be able to exercise, be able to eat right, drink a little bit, and be able to make sure that you keep yourself healthy enough to satisfy that woman. Because once you're not able to satisfy her, she's going to go and resort into dildo. I took a session today. They've been married for 11 years, no orgasm. Never experienced orgasm. And I asked the man, what have you been doing? And the man said, well, I've been trying my best. I said, well, your best is not good enough. You need to learn it. I signed up this guy to my class. He's about to take my class right now starting Monday. He's taking a class with me starting Monday to be able to understand what to do and how to do these things. All right? So likewise, the woman too is going to start the class with me too. All right? A lot of you women don't even appreciate training. You don't know jack about sex. You just want to lie down there and think that sex is not. So when that man steps outside, because it's only one life, you come to this life one time. You got to enjoy that life that come to live. Somebody cannot just lock me up in prison and tell me I'm giving you sex when I'm not satisfied. And that's not what I count sex. So you got to up your game. As I'm going to help you, you need to help yourself. And as you're helping me, I need to help myself. The two of us are supposed to be able to speak. And another part of it that I actually discussed this morning, at the beginning, is that why is it that you women, African women, cannot demand for sex? What exactly is the problem with you? You've been married 10 years, you've been married 15 years, and it's still difficult for you to say, my dear, I need sex today. My dear, I want you in bed. You cannot ask. And when the man is not asking, then that means that's the way he's going to be for the next 6 months. The guy is not asking, and that's it. Men will want to feel wanted too, like you always want to feel wanted. All right? We men want to feel wanted. We want you to come to us and say, we need you. I need you today. All right? Once you cannot do it, then whatever it is that happened after that is your problem. We always talk about this culture. It's cultural. What stupid culture? I'm a well-trained young man from Nigeria. I'm a man of culture. I am in America, for God's sake. I'm in America, for God's sake. I change my orientation about life. What is preventing you from changing your own orientation? You're telling me it's culture. What stupid culture are we talking about? When the black Americans are asking for sex, the Caribbeans are asking for sex, the white Americans are asking, even Ghanaians are asking for sex. What is that is wrong with Nigerians? Why is Nigerians not asking for sex? I don't feel wanted. Why is Nigerians not asking for sex? I don't feel wanted. I'm not going to feel wanted if you don't ask me for sex. Why is it that I'm the only one that is actually demanding? I'm the only one that is actually trying to motivate this thing. I'm the only one initiating it. And then one day I get tired, I'm not asking anymore. And then you want to blame me. You don't blame me, you blame you. Because you refuse to upgrade. All right? You refuse to upgrade. I just had a fight with my wife recently. My wife cannot single-handedly go into American restaurant and order anything. She's been here for over 9 years, about 9 years. She is still not going to go to an American restaurant and order anything. If I take her there, I will be the one to order for my wife. And I said to her, I said, madam, why are you depriving yourself like this? This thing is so easy. Take yourself to a restaurant, go through the menu, try everything on the menu. That was how I learned. I was able to learn by trying everything. There are some certain things I bought that didn't go. Now I know those ones, I can't go there. I ordered sushi one day. I actually threw up. And I told myself, no sushi for you. And stuff like that. So you need to open up. Go and try some things. Have Caribbean friends. Have Black American friends. Have Chinese friends. Irọ́ ni ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì náà ni wọ́n máa lọ bí olórí burúkú ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ni mọ́mí fún gẹ́ọ́ hello kí ni a fẹ́ ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì lẹ́ni ọ̀sẹ̀ jọ̀lọ́ fúnra ìsìlẹ̀ máa ṣe mọ́mí ìtọ́kùnbà ṣí native náà ni àti gèlè náà la máa wọ́n you want nonsense. Upgrade and go and have American friends and let them teach you how to take care of your man. When you see a Black American woman that is 85, man. When you see a Black American woman that is 85, she could dress better than a Nigerian woman that is 15. I'm telling you that. I'm the one telling you. You see a Black American woman that is actually 80 years old, will dress up looking all sexy more than a 20-year-old Nigerian woman. You'll be so shocked that for real, a 40-year-old Nigerian woman, 50-year-old Nigerian woman is already dressing up like an old woman. They don't want sex anymore. 80-year-old Black American woman still know I must satisfy my partner. They're going to do everything possible to make sure that happens. All right? But when we're telling the truth, you will be arguing with us. You want to argue 24/7. Who is this? Who is that? No. So African Nigerian women, you need to take yourself, number one, go to the hospital. Make sure that they test you. They know what is wrong with you. Why are you not connected to sex? Your husband wants sex. They cannot do without sex. Sex is the gas of a man. Sex will reset his brain. So you know that it's compulsory for me to make myself available to my husband. Likewise, the man must be able to go to the hospital, let them test you. Do you have erectile dysfunction? Why is your penis not strong enough? All right, you're drinking too much of alcohol. Stop it. You are eating too much of sugar. Stop it. You are eating too much of pandemic. Stop it. You're supposed to exercise. Do it. Be intentional so that you can service your wife well. You see, they mentioned it. When you put it in and you're doing 2 seconds quickie, they don't like you. Wọ́n like you. Ó dàbí ìgbẹ́. Òórùn sóbìnrin. Ó lé. Bọ̀dá ò tiẹ̀ lé. Sister tiẹ̀ lé. Òbó ṣe ń fẹsẹ̀ alẹ̀ níwájú ọmọge. Òórùn ṣe 2 seconds. And that's a problem right there. And stop drinking agbo. The agbo you are drinking is going to kill your penis totally. Oh, ní erection mọ́ láyé. O kò lọ gbàdúrà fún ẹ láfíríkà, kò lọ gbàdúrà fún ẹ anywhere kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀. So you need to stop the agbo and then go and be living right. Go walk around, go to the gym, all right, lose a little bit of your belly fat and let the penis come out the way it's supposed to come out. Get enough energy. The agbo is not going to give you stamina. The agbo will only make you to have erection. Without the stamina, you cannot perform. Without the stamina, what is the essence of a penis that is strong like this, that you don't have stamina? Once you don't have stamina, you cannot do it. All right? You see, end up in 2 seconds noodle, and you have muscle pain. And then you say, oh, muscle poo, and you can't do anything. So you need to be intentional about marriage. All right? See a doctor. Let them give you a new diet plan so that you can actually live long and be able to have a strong erection and enough energy and stamina to be able to succeed in taking care of your wife. But you see, as a woman, please, I beg you, you want to hold your marriage together, disconnect from that stupid African culture that is making you not to ask for sex. Disconnect from that stupid African culture that is making you not to ask for sex. Men want to feel good. They want to feel wanted. That stupid culture that you are embracing, go and disconnect from it. Tí ọwọ́ Black American bá gbá ọkọ ẹ̀ mú, kò ní wá ilé mọ́ láyé. Tí ọwọ́ Black American bá gbá ọkọ ẹ̀ mú, kò ní wálé, ó máa pè ní daddy. Daddy, come on here and tap this ass. Daddy, come on. Daddy, come on here. And Black Americans bá gbá ọkọ ẹ̀ mú, ó tó nìyẹn. You gotta be freaky. Mi ò mọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì irọ́ tẹ̀ ń lọ, ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ìranù tẹ̀ ó tó nìyẹn. You gotta be freaky. Mi ò mọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì irọ́ tẹ̀ ń lọ, ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ìranù tẹ̀ ń lọ tó lọ pump nonsense in your brain yìí. They just pump. Like I said to say, Jesus is looking at you inside of a telescope. Jesus is looking telescope to look at you. Now say, ẹ̀pàná òsì wo ló ń pariwo, ẹ̀pàná ọ̀ranù wo. Ṣé tó bá paná Jésù ò ní rí ẹ lọ́rùn ni? I don't understand. I don't understand what they pump into your head in church. That they make you to see sex as actually a sin. They make you to see sex as something dirty. Sex is not dirty. Sex is a fellowship. It's a worship. It's part of life. It's a beautiful thing. It's something you should embrace. It's something you should be proud of. Develop your sexuality. Be able to perform well in bed. Be able to. And that is what runs marriage. It is not about the amount of church you go to. It's not about the amount of night vigil you go that makes your husband to love you. Your husband will stay with you and respect you. When you cook for him, he is cooking for you. When you have conversation with him, he's having conversation with you. And you guys are going in bed and you are freaky together. I'm freaky together. And that's the way it works. All of these arguments you're arguing will never allow you to keep a man. And you can't keep a wife too. It's important. You see, it's important. I know one thing for sure. African women will rather pick money over sex because they know how to satisfy themselves when it comes to sex. They don't care. It is African men that will actually pick sex over money. Even though we love money, we know money is essential, it's important, but we actually love to have sex because sex actually makes our body to function properly. That's what it is. That's what it is. So for here, and people say, Hagi, and I said something that I don't celebrate Easter. And why I don't celebrate Easter is because Jesus Christ died 2,000 years ago and he resurrected 2,000 years ago. And I think the Easter time here is supposed to be me dying to sin, me dying to self, and resurrecting in Christ, making myself to be a living sacrifice before him. That's what I see about Easter. It's not a time whereby we start bringing crosses all around and be nailing somebody to the cross and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't subscribe to that anymore. Whenever it's Easter time is for me. It's me to reflect. He died for my sin. Have I been able to die for my sin too? Have I crucified myself, my own body? Have I crucified my pride? Have I been able to crucify my lust? Have I been able to crucify my anger? Have I been able to crucify all that? And have I been able to resurrect into a new person? And that's my own belief of Easter. And that's what I celebrate when it comes to Easter. I don't carry crosses because the cross is a condemnation. The cross is not something fantastic. The cross is for criminals. Jesus Christ was crucified on the cross as a criminal. That's what the cross symbolizes. You see, they said, "Who is he that was hanged on the cross?" Or probably that, I don't know what they call it. You see, so it's a cause. Cause is he that is nailed on the cross. So the cross symbolizes a place of sin where sinful people are being punished. Like armed robbers, like thieves, like whatever. So they nailed them to the cross. So I don't carry a cross because the cross is not my Jesus. That was where they punished him, even though they punished him for my own sin. He was sinless, but they had to cover him and disguise him with my sin so that death will open the door unto him to go into that place to collect the key that death connected from Adam and Eve. And that was what he went there to do, and he succeeded and he came back out. And that one is done. That chapter is closed already. So it is me now supposed to wake up every morning and ask myself, have I been able to die to self? Do I still have my pride? Am I still arrogant? You know, I have to die to self every time, every day. I have to exchange my life with that of Christ every day. My own Jesus is not on the cross. My Christ is not in the sepulchre. My Jesus lives within me because he resurrected. He's on the right hand of the Father. He left me the Holy Spirit. All right? So I believe in that one. So now people nailing people on the cross and doing all this stuff, I don't subscribe to it. I subscribe to teaching about it for young Christians who don't know about his resurrection, his crucifixion and all that. I subscribe to teaching about it and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, but for you, you have been in church for over 20 years and that's the same thing you want to listen to. That's the spirit of religion that we're trying to you want to listen to. That's the spirit of religion that we're trying to totally cancel. We're trying to cancel the spirit of religion, but instead of us actually seeing it, we are still embracing that religion. And that's where it is. And that's why majority of you still go to Jerusalem. You say, I want to see where Jesus died. And you want to go to and see where Jesus resurrected. And that's still religion because Jesus Christ he didn't die. No, nobody could kill him. All right? He only went through the process. All right? He only went through the process just to collect the key from death. He resurrected. He's on the right side of the Father, interceding for us. Even the people in Jerusalem are still expecting the Messiah. The Messiah is yet to come. The Jewish people don't believe the Messiah has come, so they are still waiting for him. But you want to actually connect to the spirit of religion, and you're going to run all around the place trying to go to river of Jordan River, Red Sea, and you're going to all these places and stuff. If you're going there sightseeing, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, yeah, let's go there to do sightseeing. But don't tell me it's a holy pilgrimage. No. Jesus Christ said it. He said the time is coming that those that will worship me in spirit and in truth. And he said to the woman by the well, he said, you don't need to go to the mountain to worship God. Neither you do not need to go to Jerusalem to worship God. He said, those that will worship me in spirit and in truth. You see, you can worship God anywhere you are. The spirit of religion will make you to be going places all around, trying to find God. All right, that's religion. Religion is seeking for God. But Christianity is God within me. So you already have Christ in you. That's what Christianity is. You're not searching for God. You already have it within. So it's within you. So it's a kind of a thin line. If you don't understand it, you can't understand it. You're going to continue to fight. You're going to continue to fight. You don't need all that. You see, your life is supposed to be preaching without you talking. Your goodness. How you respond to others, how you greet others, how you help others. That's your Christianity. It's not until you go and be bowing down in the church and be praying, Holy Ghost, fire. But that's not Christianity. That's demonstration of crazy. That's what it is. It's your life. What's my life showing? And that's why he said, by their fruit, we shall know them. How do you know a good person? How do you know a Christian? You don't know them because they're going to church. You don't know them because they are pastors. You don't know them because they're carrying Bible. You know them by their fruits. And one thing I want to say, you see, the fruit, when you look at the tree, the mango tree doesn't eat mango. And the pear tree doesn't eat pear. All right? The palm tree doesn't eat palm. They only bear the fruit for animals and for you. All right? And likewise, your fruit is not for you. It's for others. It's for every other people around you. Your fruit is not good for you. You can't eat your own fruit. It's other people's tree. Mango tree cannot eat the mango, the fruit. If you see a coconut tree, cannot eat the mango, the fruit. If you see a coconut tree, cannot eat the coconut. It's not for them. It's for the animals and for someone like us. Likewise, your own fruit is not meant for you. Your fruit is for somebody else. So, and that's what the Bible says. It is by their fruit we shall know them. You can know a mango tree by the fruit. When you see the mango fruit, you know that this tree is a mango tree. If you see a coconut fruit, you know that this tree is a coconut tree. So when they see your fruit, they know that this guy is a Christian. You don't have to tell us. You don't have to say, oh, I'm a Christian. It is your fruit that will actually prove that you're really a Christian. And it's not about going to church, because we've seen people go to church right now that they're devils. We've seen people go to church and they are the meanest people in the surface of this world. And they don't help people, they're angry, they don't forgive people. So they don't have good fruit to showcase themselves as a child of God. All right? And a lot of you guys just want to hide under religion, It's not going to pay you. The life that we live is moving, is evolving. The young people are embracing Christianity now. It's only us that are like 35, 40 above, that we are still inside of that water of thinking as a religious person. All right? We want revelation, we want vision from a prophet. We want this from this, we want this from this. And they just fool us. Just fool you. And look at your life today. With all the prophet you are running after, show me what is the stuff. That one thing that has changed in your life. Nothing. You know? Nothing has changed. So you see the new generation right now, they embrace God themselves. They don't need all of this foolishness that we carry all around. They don't need all this fakeness and people cajoling you, collecting your money that we put all around the place. It's not that. So when we come into Christianity, you will find out that you as a person will never use sex as a weapon of punishment. When you come into Christianity, you as a woman will go and take care of yourself because you realize I am meant to be in this relationship to satisfy my husband. You as a man too, you'll make it a responsibility to take care of yourself because you have to be responsible to your wife. You have to take care of her sexual need. You have to take care of her financial need, emotional need. And you have to be standing. You cannot attend to your wife if you are not strong enough, if you are not standing. The Bible says a man that cannot provide for his home is worse than an infidel. Now think about that stuff. You can't provide financially. You can't provide emotionally. You can't provide yourself. You can't even provide sexually. So what are you good for? Think about it. Likewise, a woman too. Your responsibility. You can't provide it. You're always cranky. You're mean. You're always nagging. We cannot even talk to you. No sex for 6 months. No sex for 7 months. You are the one dictating when you can be touched or when you cannot be touched. You are the one dictating all that. The guy is tired. And that guy that is tired right now is trying to make up his mind. And one day will be one day, by the time he gets so frustrated and tired of all these things, he's going to step out. And once he steps out, then you start shouting. And then you say, oh, he cheated. But you will never talk about how many days, how many months, how many years it took you to be able to have a conversation to forgive this offense so that we can actually enter into a different one. So you are holding on to offense. I'm angry. I am still angry. Oh, I am still angry. And you are angry for 1 year. And that guy's life must be actually be put on hold. No, you can't put the life of a person on hold. They will fight to free themselves. They will. So if we really want to do marriage the right way, you are not supposed to deprive each other of your body. I don't care what is wrong. I don't want to know what you're going through. I don't want to know how angry you may be. That's the Bible. Why do we want to actually believe, oh, let's believe in Matthew 7:7, but you don't want to believe in the rest? Why do you want to believe in there is hell, there is heaven, but you don't want to believe in the rest? You just want to believe in whatever it is that you feel you want to believe in. Whatever it is that favors you, that's what you want to believe. What about the other ones that in the Bible that you mustn't deprive yourself of sexual relations? How do you prove that? How do you express that one? Oh, I'm angry. No, it's not enough reason to make, to put that person on hold. Oh, I'm not happy. That's not enough reason. Right? What exactly have you done about it? What is making you to be unhappy? It's job. Its responsibility is not to make you happy. You are the one that actually destroy your own happiness by yourself. Because a man cannot make you happy. Likewise, a woman can make you happy too. So when you are coming into marriage because of joy and happiness, I'm sorry for you. You can never get happiness and joy inside of marriage. It's not that. Marriage is designed to even empty your joy. So you yourself must actually be so careful. You don't let marriage drain you. Every time you feel drained, that's the time for you to go and, spice up some things. Think about that stuff. That's not his job. It's not our job. You are unhappy because you are unhappy. It's not our job. You are unhappy because you are unhappy. You have been a sad person all your life. That's why. That's not his job. He can never make you happy. Your source of happiness is actually within you. It's your passion, what you love to do. You don't throw what you love to do away because you want to get married. You connect to what you love to do. That your passion must be the source of your joy. And that's what you connect to the rest of your life. And if there is something wrong medically, it's time for you to go and see a therapist. And if there is something wrong medically, it's time for you to go and see a therapist or see a doctor so that you can function properly. If something is wrong emotionally, you have to see a therapist or a counselor. If something is wrong spiritually, you have to go and see a pastor who could actually take you through the journey and able to actually mend you and pray with you. All right, you don't just sit at home and just be looking like Lucas and just be locking somebody down and expecting them to stay there. And because you're cooking, and you're cooking because you have 2 kids, that's not the end of my relationship. That is actually key that you must partake of. And if you're not able to do it, and you don't want to do it, and you don't want to do anything about it, it's so simple. Call it a quit. Talk to that man and say, you know what? I don't want to change. I don't want sex. Then this is how I want to live my life. You can go if you want. Release sex. Then this is how I want to live my life. You can go if you want. Release that guy, let him go. And if it's you as a man, and you think you cannot do more than what you're doing, and you feel like, okay, this is it, I'm not changing. Tell the woman, I can't do more than this. And I don't want to put your life in danger. I don't want to ruin your life and mess your joy up. All right? I think we should go each other's way. Just go your way and let me go my way. So at the end of the day, we'll be the father and be the mother of our kids. We actually cooperate in parenting. We agree, and then we parent our kids and let them be good. But personally, I cannot maintain this relationship. Sexually, I'm not there. And that's it. Instead of you now saying, hey, is it food? Is it food? Is it this? No, it is food. Sorry, ma. It is serious food. It's even four level of meal, if you don't understand it. So that's it. I actually saw some comments. People say, I don't like sex. I don't like sex. So please, if you don't like sex, please don't go into marriage. I beg you, don't destroy that brother's life. And you are as a man, if you don't like sex, I beg you, don't destroy that brother's life. And you are as a man, if you don't like sex also, please don't go into marriage. Don't destroy that sister's life. If the two of you could find each other as like people who don't like sex, and you as a man don't like sex, you as a woman don't like sex, you guys can marry each other and stay there. But when he's still working and he's always having the urge of sex, please don't go into his life. Leave him alone. Let somebody else find him. Someone that will take care of him. Someone that will have sex with him. Someone that will care about him. Someone that will kiss him. Someone that will touch him in actually good places. That person that will whisper, I love you to him. And even to her also. Let that person find that person. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. All right? So, that's pretty much what it is. Let me bring this person up. That person's been asking to. All right? So, that's pretty much what it is. Let me bring this person up. That person's been asking to come up. I don't know what she or he would like to say. Beauty King. Beauty King, what do you want to say? All right, Beauty King is not there.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
No, this is the first time joining your life, but the lesson is well said.
All right.
No, I've never been married.
All right, let me give you a little bit. Let me give you a little bit of training. Let me give you training.
But the aspect of sex in all that you said is very paramount in a relationship.
Okay.
Because I'm not a child. I've been into relationships that did not work out. For me, due to some reasons, that has to do with. I'm here. I'm talking. It's my network. I'm here talking. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm talking. Oh,
yeah,
God.
we are listening to you.
It's my network.
Hello?
Hello?
We're listening to you.
Speak on. We can hear you.
You can hear me, sir?
Of course we can hear you. I can hear you. You said you are talking to your mentor somewhere. That was why we're waiting.
Oh.
All right.
I can hear you, sir.
Osasu, what do you have to say?
Hello?
Osasu.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Musasu. So, I'm not married yet,
Yeah,
but for over a year now, I've been discerning marriage, like preparing towards it.
yeah,
So, for this aspect of sex, is something I've probably done a little bit of research on,
yeah,
and I think some of my conclusions prior to today was
yeah,
that I believe men are the ones who seek for sex more in relationships and marriage than women. And I always have been teaching myself to control or temper my desires, especially when I'm in marriage. I have to be able to control it and fit it into what the woman wants, something like that. So, but now that you've talked about how important it is, it seems I've been trying to suppress what I truly desire.
yeah,
So, but one major question I'd like to ask is, in terms of, for example, there are some reasons why women may want to go a long period of time without sex. And considering how important sex is, how do we as men manage things like that? Take, for example, I see a lot of posts about a woman who just gave birth. Some of them say 8 months after giving birth, they can't have sex. Some even say 1 year. Some say more than a year. And when you check the comments, women are supporting them and agreeing with them. And I'm like, okay, I'm not a woman. I don't understand this. How do I prepare for something like that
yeah.
in marriage? So that's my question, basically.
That's a very good one. And I really appreciate you coming on the line to ask the question as per this, because what is before you is greater, because what is before you is greater than what you're seeing. I'm not trying to scare you, but what is before you is greater. You see, before marriage, you see women will be all over you. Touch them like this, they open their leg. Kiss them like this, they kiss you for 200 hours. Take them out to parties or anything, they'll be rubbing your leg, rubbing your chest, holding you, doing everything. Put that ring inside of that finger, finish, put the ring there. You won't hear me again. And the issue here is that some of those women, they push themselves during the time of friendship just because they want to get you. They would do, and that's the same thing they're supposed to do in marriage too. And like we always preach about it, whatever you use in getting the man is what you can use in maintaining that relationship and sustaining it. So they did all this stuff. They pushed themselves. They pushed themselves to do all these things. But the moment they put the ring on it, then they change. And then the touching now becomes, is it food? Or did you do one yesterday? Is it not supposed to be one every month or every year? And stuff like that. And you begin to see that kind of stuff. And then whenever they are pregnant, some women, when they are pregnant, that kind of stuff. And then whenever they are pregnant, some women, when they are pregnant, they love sex. They will still do it. You can't be doing missionary at that point in time. You have to go from the back and stuff. They love it. Even doctors will tell them to do it. And some women, they do it all the time because they feel the urge for sex. Okay? When they have babies, especially maybe through CS, or maybe natural birth, or through CS, or maybe natural birth, or whatever. Some of the women may stay for like some few months, no sex, just to make sure that they heal and all that stuff. But the ones that are very intentional, the ones that want to keep their marriage, they know exactly how to do it. I know women in my own house, by the time my wife will give birth to baby, we are having sex throughout the pregnancy. By the time she gives birth to baby, I'm telling you, probably like about 3 weeks down the road or so, we are already into it again. All right? So the issue here is that men, we don't just want sex, we need it. The body is going to request for it. All right? So when you are in a relationship with a woman that doesn't understand how the body of a man works, women, they are willing to stay for the next 10 years without sex. Some of the women, not all women, there are some women that will stay without sex for the next 10 years. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't ask for sex. If you refuse to initiate it in the next 10 years, that's the way it's going to be. And they will start pretending like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. Like that's okay for them. Because they won't ask you. There are some women that will, and I love those kind of women that will actually open up and ask you, I want you. And it makes you feel special. All right? So you're going into a relationship, you have to make sure you prepare the person you're going into marriage. You have to prepare that person. That is where pre-friendship, pre-relationship and pre-marital counseling is important. They must to know your nature. And that is when you now ask the question, are you willing to go through into this journey with me? Knowing fully well, sex is one of the things that are so much cherished. I told my wife, I said, hello, do you, I want option upon you borrow. I have option like 2 billion options outside. I want option upon you borrow. I have option like 2 billion options outside. Do you want me to jump on them, or do you want to upgrade and get it done the way it should? Because I'm going to actually upgrade for you also. But this sex thing, I can't be deprived. And I'm going to do everything. I'm going to cook for you. I'm going to clean with you. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to push you. I'm going to do support you. I'm going to do anything. I'll fight for you among the family. I will never allow anybody to disrespect you. But if it comes to sex and you deny me, I'm telling you, that's a end for me. For me, that's the end for me. And I'm serious about it. If you touch me, I will deliver. But if I touch you, you got to deliver too. Because that part of it, that's how I want my respect. My own respect is not in you leaning down to me. My respect is not in you saying yes sir, yes sir, yes sir to me. My respect is that I'm going to do everything. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to cook for you. I'm going to clean with you. But when it comes to the time that I need you, I need to get that respect. And for me, I prepare myself from the morning time. I'm not just going to bounce on you at night. I'm going to send you messages. I'm going to send you funny things. I'm going to talk funny. I'm going to tickle you. I'm going to get you ready. Anything you got to do, you need to do. So when it comes to the nighttime, evening time, or morning time, and that's my time, I must not be deprived. Because I won't deprive you. I know how it feels when someone rejects somebody. I won't reject you. I will definitely, I will deliver when it's your time. I will deliver. Okay? So that's the point right there. So you need to understand that this stuff, we must put it on the table from day one. And you see, majority of people who are getting married, they don't talk about these things. They don't talk about it. I love to talk about sex. How do you see it? What does it mean to you? Is it food or is it not food? Is it just only for having babies to you or what? We got to talk about it. Do you have the energy for it? Have you been raped before? Are you still carrying the pain of being raped? We need to go and fix you before we go into this marriage. Now, majority of them is not going to tell you they've been raped. Nigerian women will keep quiet. They will never in this world. They will never in this world say it. Never. They will keep quiet. Even some of them with kids, they will never tell you they have children. Some of them don't have womb. They will never tell you they have it. Okay? They don't have wombs. So these are the things we have to discuss. And you discuss it before going into marriage. Don't just say she's beautiful, she has a big breast, she must know how to have sex. No, you will see women with big breasts and big bum bum. They will still do the same thing to you. They will tell you they don't want sex. And how come God gave you all of this equipment? All this equipment that God gave you, you can't use it. Sir, I've sent the message through those things you are doing before bedtime. I don't understand though. Can you please break it down? You said you have sent the message. I don't understand. So you have to talk about this. Just barely looking at them physically doesn't mean that they're good in bed, though. No. Don't just say, oh, because they have big breasts, because her mouth is certainly this. She has a very fine face. Her bum bum is like this. It means that they're good in bed. No. Don't let it cross your mind. You got to discuss it. You have to talk about it. What part of it do you do? What part of it you don't do? Do you believe in oral sex? Because some of them will say, it is the mouth that used to pray. Just take off and run. Because they are connected to pastors and church. It is the mouth that used to pray. Just take off and run. Because they are connected to pastors and church. That's what they are connected to. All right? They won't do it though. So go and look for a woman that is balanced. The kind of woman that is actually freaky like yourself. That's what they call connection, sexual connection or sexual compatibility is very important. So you're about to get married. You're already thinking about it now. There will be situations whereby they don't understand what you're going through. And what you're going through, you're the only one who knows. And no matter how you tell her, she might not understand. And the time that you need to actually make it known is actually before marriage. If she's willing to go further, let her go. If she's not willing to, then leave her. But if she's broken, you need to fix her before you marry her. If he's broken, you have to fix him before you marry him. All right? When someone is broken, don't marry her like that. Any woman that has been raped before and they didn't go for therapy, please don't marry her until you go to therapy. Any man that has been raped before, you need to go send them to therapy. People that have been molested, a lot of people, they're going through a lot of pain within them. Some of them, they were being raped by their own fathers. Some were raped by their own brothers or their own half-brothers. Some by their cousins. Some by their pastors. And all kinds of, they still carry that pain within them. Some by their pastors. And all kinds of, they still carry that pain within them. So whenever they see a man, they don't like men. They only married you because they want kids. Because they want kid. And because they want kid, you know, they're going to actually marry you. And once they get the kid, they close their legs. And you are inside of that soup. And you are not willing to cheat. But this time around, you're going to start dancing soapy. And that will be the end of your life. And you don't want that. Let me go to Amins. Amins, you're saying something in the comment section I didn't get to.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, the message is not bad, but I met, you said you can do everything before the bedtime for your woman. You can cook, you can do everything. I meant that you've already sent the message through all those things that you'll be doing for her before the bedtime.
Yeah.
That is what I meant to write. That was a mistake of
I do that. It's not just only whenever there is sex. I do it every day.
Okay, sir, that's it. But do you know that some, let me say Africa men, some don't like doing such things. Some traditional men, yes, maybe when the woman put to table and said, man, you are not satisfying me, they don't like hearing it.
Yeah.
In that case, how do you advise?
Number one is that before you get married to a man, you have to talk. You know, when you guys go out to eat, and then you say, how do you like your sex? And it's doing mew, 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 you better run away.
Okay, so when that mistake is being made,
once I made the mistake,
you are already into it.
Yeah, you don't go for the.
So how do you go about it?
It is counseling. Counseling. Once you pay for the counseling, they're going to talk to you first. They will actually make the note. That's how I take my session. My sessions are 3 sessions. One with the wife, one with the husband, and then the sessions are 3 sessions. One with the wife, one with the husband, and then the joint one. During the time I'm talking to the woman, let her open up to me everything. Then I talk to the man. Let the man open up to me everything. So when I get to the joint one, then I'm going to talk and give you guys advice how to move your relationship. Then the follow-up is 3 months. 3-month follow-up process. That you guys must to give me feedback. What other direction I have to talk about? What other direction I have to talk about? And stuff like that. And that's how we walk on the whole thing until we get to the point. You can't just say, you can't just look at a man and say, I'm not satisfied though. It's more like you are tampering with the ego of the man, like the guy is not doing well. So there's a way to talk about these things with a man that will make the man to understand he must improve. All right? So many ways. Likewise, a woman too. You just don't come and say, I'm not enjoying your sex. So there's a way to talk about it. And stop. It's going to be until you African people will stop being so sensitive. Whenever we are African people will stop being so sensitive. Whenever we are actually saying, this thing is wrong, and you guys will accept it's wrong, instead of you trying to be depressive. Yes, Senator.
Has a situation like this where, yes, I have a situation whereby if the woman likes sex more than the man, what do you think the man should do?
Well, it's the same thing. The libido of the woman is hot. She wants sex all the time. Maybe like she wants to have sex like about 3 times or 4 times in a week. All right. For a man, it's so very simple. He said, you get to learn. He said, a man is not supposed to always be on top. Very simple. He said, you get to learn. He said, a man is not supposed to always be on top. You don't have to be on top and just be banging until you're tired. You can have erection and just lie down and let her be the one to ride the horse. It's so simple. This whole stuff is not something the horse. It's so simple. This whole stuff is not something that you have to fight about. So you know that you don't have the strength for it. Let your penis actually be erected and just lie down on the bed, let her rock it. And she'll do what she needs to do. She'll come, you enjoy it, he's enjoying it. All right? And at the end of the day, the two of you are actually well balanced. And then you as a man, you're not supposed to be afraid to bring sex toy into your bedrooms. You're not supposed to be afraid to. And I'm not talking about dildo. I'm talking about vibrator. The vibrator is actually going to be used to stimulate the woman. Put it on the clitoris. Let the clitoris get vibrated. And then she'll come. She can come like 3-4 times before you even penetrate. Before you even penetrate. You will love it. I'm telling you. Even you yourself, you'll be like, wow, I've never seen my wife like this before. But a lot of African men don't understand this need of sex toy. You don't have the power. You don't have the power. All right? Somebody says you won't enjoy it. What do you mean you won't enjoy it? Have you ever seen people who ride on the nail? They talk about sit on the nail. They know exactly what part of it they need to put that penis into. They will come like a no man's business. What are you talking about? You don't know jack. They will enjoy what? You don't know anything. So you need to on sex toy into the bedroom, and then you put it on the clitoris, let her come 2, 3, 4 times before you penetrate. She'll be weak and she'll sleep off. And at the end of the day, she enjoy herself, you enjoy yourself, and that's it. So the libido thing is actually there. The libido thing is there. She's up, you are down, but there's a way to balance it up. The libido thing is there. She's up, you are down, but there's a way to balance it up. Sign up for a therapy session and we'll take care of you. All right? So, would you usually have any other thing to say? So, would you usually have any other thing to say? You have another question for me? Senator?
Yes, I was almost right, sir. I was going to say that some men don't know how to play with their wife before the mating.
They don't.
Some of the African men just go to bed, or yeah, open it, let's go. By the time the woman start complaining, they start saying, okay, she's refusing me of my right.
Where una they see the men, where una they marry? Where una they see them now?
Mistake. How you go through there? How can you cancel that? And some men cannot even come to cancel.
It's teaching that will get them there. Teaching. We'll get them there.
So I've seen men that cannot come to what do you call it? Teaching with you. Yeah. Do you know that there are some people that there are some men you like to talk to, even in the bed. You just say, now you know, if you are not okay with it, just go and do whatever. Such statement is frustrating. It's frustrating.
They need teaching. And once they sign up for it, and they're not going to sign up for it by themselves. I'm the one that I normally call them. I'll call them on the phone. And I'll tell them I had a session with your wife. Your wife is trying to upgrade. She wants to be a better wife, a better mother. And during the time, she mentioned some few things. And I think I need you to defend yourself. So what's going on when it comes to sexual relationship in your family? And then they open up and they talk about it. They talk about it. And then I'll tell them, I said, would you mind if I actually take you through like a week training just to show you some little things about the body of a woman? And then they say, yeah, how much is that going to be? And I let them know. And they pay me. And then we start the teaching on Zoom. And I teach them, I show them the body of a woman. You see, a lot of people believe that the vagina is actually the whole female reproductive organ. No, the vagina is just a part of female reproductive organ. And they don't know, hey, vagina. Which vagina are you talking about? You don't even know jack. You have to know the female reproductive organ. You have to know each of them. You have to label each of them. You have to let you know what happens if you touch this one, you put your mouth on this one, you put your finger on this one, this is what it is. This is how, we have to teach you the nipple. There is a nipple that is more sensitive than the other one. Which one? You're going to find it out by yourself. All right? This is how you do it. Don't bite it. You just pleasure that nipple with your tongue and stuff like that. And then you start looking at the reaction. Once you look at the reaction of the woman that you're with, then you begin to know what's happening when you do this, when you do this. when you go behind the hair, at the tip of the sock, inside of the hair, on the neck, kissing, and then when you get to the nipple, in between, by the belly button, all the way down to the to the whole stuff, you gotta know. Some people is actually their toes. Some is their little finger. So you gotta know all these things. You're stupid bush African man. They don't know jack. Stupid bush African man. They don't know jack. So we train them, we teach them about this. And then that's when they now say, it's Ogunlayeni, Ogunio. Ogunio, if you know you cannot satisfy a woman, don't be going into marriage. Leave the woman alone. Ogunlayeni, bush African, bush cock. Just marry bush cock. Bush cock. We're telling you about sex. Are you shitty? Are you shitty? Is that what we're telling you? It's only missionary you know how to do. Only missionary, 2 seconds no do. You don't come, and then you jump up and start snoring. Idiot. Your wife is just waking up. And that 2 seconds no do, your wife is just waking up. She's just waking up. And you know that women that are actually about 50 years old, their engine is more like a diesel engine. You have to jack it, and prime it for it to start. So it's not something that will start within the first 2, and prime it for it to start. So it's not something that will start within the first 2-3 minutes. All right, it will take them like about 9 minutes for you to crank them up real well, for them to start. But you're comparing them with a 15-year-old, 20-year-old girl that one is engine is a gas. That one is gas. It's one time you start like this, it goes, doesn't. All right, but for the women that are about 40, 55 years old, you know, those ones, they are diesel engine. You have to prime it, you have to choke it, and then you start it, you go, then you see the smoke start coming out. Okay? And that's the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you need to, learn all these things. Understand these things. And then you will enjoy your relationship. Let me tell you something. Once you know your wife, I'm telling you, you will enjoy sex with your wife. When you know your husband, you will enjoy sex with him. Do you know? You guys don't understand. Am I, Senator, can I talk? Can I talk here?
Yes, can I hear you?
Yes, sir, you can talk, sir. We are listening.
I can talk, right? Do you know
Yes,
some
sir.
women? You know some women, they lick the anus of their husbands.
Me, I can't do that too. I can't lick it, no, sir. I can do everything, but not that one, no. No, sir. I can do everything, but not that one, no.
I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. I'm telling you the truth.
I know, yeah. I know
telling
it's
you
a
the
problem,
truth,
but I can't do it.
You know, do you know, Senator, can I talk?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I can talk, right?
Even like
Do
I
you
even
know
said the first day my wife even gave me a blow job, I was even enjoying it. Something I never tried, but the first day she tried it, I was so enjoyed.
Yeah.
Since then, I'll be asking for it.
Do you guys know that there's something they call penis extender? Now, the penis extender is actually a rubber like a dildo that a man with a small penis could actually attach it to the top of his penis, okay, and be able to give pleasure to his wife. And do you know how many people are buying that stuff? Because I'm selling those things. And people come to my store on eBay to buy it. A lot of people buy these things. They don't want their wife to go outside, so they want to do it within. Their wife to go outside, so they want to do it within. They buy vibrators, they buy all of these things and stuff. I came across a woman that she showed me her wardrobe, and she got like about 17 dildos. Each of them, they have a name. There's one called Tunde, there's one called Kunle, there's one called James. She named all of them. So anytime she wants to sleep with Kunle, she will bring her dildo out. I said, Madam, why Shogulayeni? What is the problem? He said, we have to do it though. We have to do this thing. Oh. It's very important though. We'll go insane. We'll go crazy. Oh. We'll go crazy. Oh. And that is why I don't blame people. When was the last time you had sex? I don't even know. I can't judge people by my own life. Some people, they're getting sex once in a month and they're complaining. How about some people that have not even gotten it in 2 years? You know that kind of stuff in 2 years. So, and there are many. There are a lot of women out there. Nothing for them. That's the only way they could get this thing out. Who created the vagina? Who created the penis? Who's the person? Is it the devil or God? We all believe there is God. We all believe there is God in heaven. He created us. So why did he create the vagina to always vibrate and want something to go inside? Why can't he just create vagina for us to piss and pee? And why did he create the penis to get hard in the morning? Why did he create the penis that when I see bomb, my penis will get hard like that? Why did God create that? And then religion now came about and said, okay, you got to control it. You control it with your mind. When you see a woman, you take your eyes off. It's not easy like that. It's not. That's never been easy like that. I actually cancel a pastor who told me, never been easy like that. I actually cancel a pastor who told me whenever he's doing counseling with a woman, he must have to put his hand in his pocket to hold his penis down. I said, why? He said, because when I see women, my penis will be hard like this, and they said I need deliverance. I said, you don't need deliverance, you're a man. It is your eyes that is connecting with the breast and the bum, and then it's interpreting into your brain, and the brain is sending blood into your penis. That's what it is. But we always want to spiritualize everything. It is the devil. It is the devil. It is the devil. Huh? We say it's the devil. It is the devil. And then we just do all of these things. God is the one who created the penis. We say it's the devil. It is the devil. And then we just do all of these things. God is the one who created the penis. He created the penis. He created the vagina. He gave the urge to us. He's the one who put the urge of sex in there. Who is that person that is talking? I'm hearing the okay, it's actually from this my sister. Who is the person? I removed that person. Did I remove the person? I'm still hearing a noise. I'm still hearing a noise here. Okay. All right, I think the noise is gone now that I removed everybody. So that's the stuff. And that's the stuff right there. That I know everybody was muted, but I was still hearing a kind of a noise coming from somewhere. I had to remove everybody to see that. I'm not sure what happened. All right. So you see, it is not us, and it is not the devil that created the vagina and the penis. God created it, and he put the sensitivity inside. Put it there. You put it there. Well, let me leave you guys alone, Joe. I need to go. So I will not corrupt you guys, because now I'm corrupting you guys. And you guys are like, oh, he's corrupting also. He's corrupting also. Don't let me corrupt you guys. Let me leave you guys alone. I'll leave you guys alone. So I will not destroy your Christian life. So your pastor will not argue with me tomorrow. We are corrupt already. Yeah, I don't know anything about your corruption. All right, your corruption. You see, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. Is God going to send me to jail for having erection? No. I mean, God is not going to send me to hell for having erection. No, it's not. Why did he die for me? He died for me because he understands that my body will demand for nasty stuff. Am I supposed to fake it? No, I'm not. I have to try my best to actually stay focused. Sometimes I may fall. And when I fall, it's actually not the end of my life. Am I supposed to be hard on myself? No. He knows. That was why he came to die for me. He came to die for me because of that. Am I supposed to be crucified because I fell into one sin? No. Adultery is a sin just like lying. And lying is the same sin like homosexuality. Homosexuality is the same sin like idolatry. And all of them are punishable by death. Every soul that sins must to die. So why is it that my own sin look like if my sin is bigger than a liar? We're actually supposed to be the same. All of us are condemned to death. But Jesus Christ said, nobody is dying, so I'll die in your place. So he died for everyone. He died for everyone. We are in church, but we're still lying. We're in church, we're still sleeping around with other people. We're in church that we are still doing all this crazy stuff. We're doing it, but he didn't judge us because he died for us. Instead of God judging us, he's only seeing Christ on the cross, dying, shedding his blood for the sake of our sins. Do you even believe in Christianity at all? Therefore, there is no longer condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Even though he said no one is righteous, how can somebody that is righteous still be in Christ? Yeah, because I died for them, so my righteousness is their own righteousness now. Because the body can never become born again. The body can't be born again. The body will continue to sin. And that was why Paul said, who will deliver me from this body of sin? Because my body and my spirit do wage war. What I do not want to do, that's what I end up doing. Who will deliver me from this flesh? And he went to Jesus. He said, deliver me from this infirmity. And God said to him, no, I'm not. My grace is sufficient for you. I'm not going to